You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Podcast. We back up in this BI, man. True Media Podcast. We are here. Happy Monday for everybody that's watching the show. Happy Monday. Hope everybody getting it in. It is what it is. As a matter of fact, hold on for 1 second. We do have a guest coming on, but hold on for 1 second. All right, I'm back. Back had the doggone adjust this doggone light. The light seemed like it was kind of, you get what I'm saying? So anyway, shout out to everybody, man. Peace to the family, man. It is what it is. Peace to the family. Well, I'm trying to look at the other side of the monitor. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Green Eyes P, I see you over there to my right. Hold on, let me turn this volume down. Shout out to Daniel Agnew. Salute to you, fam. See you to the left. Get everything set up over here. Let's see me blow this up so I can see. Blow the screen up a little bit. All right, now everything look good now. Shout out to Tyrone. Tyrone, what's going on, baby boy? Salute, fam. John in the building. Jizon is in the building. Let's see who we got. Drummer for life. For life. What's going on? Jesus, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Jesus. Jesus say, Coach, Ennis number 147. Number versus Ennis next ASAP. Yeah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I can damn near guarantee you that ain't gonna happen next. Shout out to the natural. Shout out to, I get primary source of information, so I got primary source of information today. I'm not going to say who I got it from, because I'm not going to ever reveal that my sources. But only thing I can tell you, just keep breathing, and you're going to see that that's not going to be the case. Then you can revisit this show. April the 14th, 2025. You can say, damn, Cole said it right there. So apparently whoever he heard it from, it must be true. Shout out to T Bonafide. T Bonafide, salute, fam. Boss Deck say Team Norman fears boots. Nah, I don't think so. I think on this level, it ain't too many fighters. Fighters don't really fear each other like that. You get what I'm saying, to be fair. I mean, it sound good. It do sound good. Not saying that they are human beings experience fear. That is true. Human beings do experience fear. But when it comes to a fighter is a special kind of human being. No, I don't see that. I'm not saying that fighters don't experience fear, but nah. But I mean, but it do sound good for the narrative. I do get it. And Boots ain't scared of nobody, and Vergil Ortiz ain't scared of nobody, and Terrence Crawford and Canelo ain't scared of nobody, or Manuel the Monster, or Benavidez, or Bivol or Beterbiev. Ain't none of these fighters are None of these fighters are scared of each other, to be fair. You know what I mean? So shout out to the natural. The natural, what's going on, fam? Justin, what's going on, baby boy? Daniel, what's going on, fam? Salute to you. C Brand in the building. C Brand is in the building. Salute, fam. What's going on, baby boy? The Prince is in the house. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Leon. He say the Norm's waiting for Boots to collect the last belt. That way they can receive more money for holding the last belt. That's what I think. Okay, all right, you know. Shout out to Will Page. CMO, what's going on, fam? Mr. G4L, what's going on, baby boy? Salute, fam. Shout out to Schoolo X-Man. Big Stalks is in the building. Big Stalk, we stalking. Stalking and chicken hawking. Stalking and chicken hawking with Big Stalks. You get what I'm saying? The one Mr. Ham is in the building. Who else we got? Oh, Green Eyes P. Green Eyes P is in the building. Let's see who else we got in there. Jamie from New York. What's going on, fam? Anyway, let's get into the show. Once I get to 100, we got over 100. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I had to move the soundboard from left. The soundboard used to be to the left. Now I moved it to the right. So you know what I mean? So I got to get used to, working the soundboard on the right side. It's been on my left. It's been on my left side like forever. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Anyway, let's get into the show, man. Because I got to hit B Norman coming on at 3:30. We're gonna shut the show down at 5:30 today because I got something to do. I got a situation going on with the family. So a good thing, for my daughter. Boots Ennis destroyed Stanionis, just like I, pretty much predicted. Is Brian Norman Jr. next or Vergil Ortiz? I would love to see any one of those fights. I would love it. You know what I mean? Any one of those fights. Jaron Boots Ennis defeated Eimantas Stanionis, forcing him to quit on the stool in Atlantic City this past Saturday night. To be honest, Boots made it look fairly easy. I never understood the hype around Stanionis. Maybe it was because it was from the pro PBC guys who love everything PBC, so they was hyping up Stanionis. Stanionis is a basic fighter. He only has 15 fights, so he doesn't have the experience. He only have 15 fights. He got 4 more fights more than a couple of other fighters that's out there that had titles. So you get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Too basic. It's going to take a special fighter. You know what I mean? The flat footed come forward, leave my head center line, dip off the line every now and then, and that shit ain't gonna work. Got to do better than that. Not knowing how to cut the ring off, you got to do better than that. Anyways, Boots made it look fairly easy. I never understood the hype around Stanionis, as I said before. He had no business in the ring with Boots, in my opinion. Stanionis is now 15-1. And has to build his confidence back up after being beat into submission. Stanionis quit on the stool. So he's a quitter. Same thing that Ryan Garcia did against Tank. Same thing that Demetrius Andrade did against Benavidez. They quit in the corner, so they are quitters. We got to keep that same energy. When Demetrius Andrade, listen, I know some of y'all looking at Stanionis as a great white hype. I get it. I understand that. Oh, not the great white hype, the great white hope. I get that, but guess what? That hope has been destroyed. Okay? When what's the man's name? When Demetrius Andrade quit in the corner, when he fought David Benavidez, all those who hated Demetrius Andrade called him a quitter. That's what y'all said, right? Ryan Garcia, when he took that knee against Tank, and he could have got up and continued to fight on, he waited till the referee counted to 10, got up, walked to the corner, and gave Tank a hug. That's exactly what he did. True. But at least he quit in the ring. He just decided to get counted out. Who else just quit in the corner? Somebody else quit in the corner. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's Stanionis. He did the same thing. He didn't want no more smoke. I even had somebody come here and call the show, and they said, well, he really didn't quit. It was his corner. No, he quit. Your corner is a representation of yourself. If you're sitting in the corner and your trainer is talking to you and you're not standing up violently protesting, he was looking very calm and cool and collective when his trainer was telling him, look here, baby boy, this dude a little bit too much for you. He catching bullets with his teeth. You can't beat him. He beating the brakes off you, and it's going to get worse. And the nigga don't look like he tired. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and stop this fight, dog. What do you feel about this here? He was like, yeah, okay, man. He was shaking his head up and down. Shaking his head up and down. So Stanionis, the hype job is a quitter.
True.
Facts. There's been much talk about a potential fight between Boots and Brian Norman Jr. In a post-fight press conference, Bozy Ennis said that the Normans are using Boots' name to build their profile. This is funny because this is something that others have accused the Ennis family of doing for years. Boots and Norman isn't a Boots said Norman isn't a good fighter. He did say that. He's not a good fighter. He isn't a good fighter, and he doesn't really want to fight. I can go on and on about what was said between the two, but you guys probably already heard everything, so there's no need even talking about it, right? Me personally, I'm past the talk myself. But the bottom line is this. The Brian Norman Jr. versus Boots Ennis fight needs to happen sooner rather than later. Now, whether it needs to happen on the business side, I don't know. I'm not on the business side. From a fan standpoint, we feel that it needs to happen sooner rather than later. But after the conversation that I had with someone today, I'm not going to say who, it's more than likely going to be later, or maybe at another weight division, but I don't see that fight happening next. I don't see it happening next at all. Brian Norman Jr. Looked good in his last fight against Cuevas. And Jaron Boots Ennis looked good in his last fight against Stanionis. Eddie Hearn said that he's spoken to Bob Arum, and that's the fight that he wants to make. That's what he said, right? I don't believe that based on what I heard today.
True.
But we'll see. Stranger things have happened in the sport of boxing. If this is the case, then this fight should be next. The key word is should. Brian Norman Sr. will be on the show today to answer some questions about Boots and Norman Jr.'s potential matchup. Of course, he's going to have his opinion on what he thought of the performance. I did see him go on his Instagram stories. He said something about Reggie, this and that. What I am noticing is that Brian Norman Sr. is starting to get, like a lot of people hate Bill Haney, right? He's starting to get that Bill Haney hate. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but for me, I like it. He started to get that, hate. He's very, very defiant. It is what it is. He's standing on business. He don't care who, what, do, why, did it, what anyone says. He's standing on what he say. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, I can hear the other fighters and other people in the sport of boxing. They're saying that, hey, that they tired of these boxing dads. We tired of them, this and that, yada, 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 yada. Blase squaze. I get it. Guess what? Ain't nothing you can do about it.
True.
Ain't nothing they can do about it. Nothing. You get what I'm saying? Today's show was sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. Today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop, located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida. That is the sponsor of the show today. You can download the app Booksy in order to book your appointment. If you're in the city, book an appointment, go to Foster's Barbershop, man. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Damn, it's very, very elegant barbershop. Has a tiki bar. They serve drinks there. And it's very, very nice. You don't have to worry about being in a long line. None of that. It's just going to be you and the barber. Nice AC, TV on. Very comfortable. You can smoke in the back. It is what it is, man. It's the best barbershop in the city that I've been to. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Just tell them that Coach Malachi sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. Got to have $50 or better to go in that barbershop. Ain't no broke niggas can go there. If you're a broke nigga, this ain't the barbershop for you. Okay, just want to throw that out there, right? It is what it is. Shout out to everybody, man. Peace to the family, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah. This ain't no broke nigga. This ain't no broke nigga barbershop. Not this one. Not this one. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to the Breakdown with Kush. What's going on, baby boy? Salute to you, fam. The Breakdown with Kush. Salute to you. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. Curtis, what's going on, fam? D-Town Funk is in the building. Marcus King is in the building. JC is in the building. Green Eyes P. Jamie from New York. Who else we got in the building? The Natural. The Natural is here. Let's see. Hollywood Leon. He said just Mama Holyfield. Yeah. Just Mama Holyfield. Yeah, Mama Holyfield, man. Yeah, Mama Holyfield. Boss Dad said he low key reaching Mama Holyfield level. Nah, hell no. No, hell no. No, hell no. No, it ain't no comparison. It ain't no comparison. No, it ain't none of that. If you feel that Brian Omosia is reaching Mama Holyfield level, then you must feel that way about Bill Haney as well. Ain't neither one of them reaching Mama Holyfield level. Mama Holyfield is a real hoe, very feminine, sweet. There's no masculinity in that whole ass nigga. True. Nah. You know what I mean? No, hell no. That ain't no comparison. Mama Holyfield is the only boxing mom in boxing. She is in a class of her own. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that. I'm not gonna put that on that man like that. You know what I mean? I ain't putting that on that man. Shit. For real though. Mama Holyfield probably sucking up something right now. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, shout out to Schoolo. Schoolo, he say fast coach. He just don't like Brian Omosia. Yeah, I get it. You don't like Brian Omosia. I get it. You know what I mean? But just because you don't like him, don't put that on him. You know what I'm saying? Don't put that on him. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Shit, that nigga sweet. Like sweet is all I do. I stand on that. 10 toes down. I don't give a damn. I come on this camera every day, and I travel. Shit, I'm trying to tell you, man. I call it the way I see it. I plan on going to the Keyshawn Davis fight in June. This will be my first time. Would this be my first time in Virginia? No, I've been to Virginia before. Yeah, I've been there. I think this will be my second time in Virginia, but I didn't get a chance to see the city. I'm nothing of that sort. Like to travel or go around. So yeah, I'm trying to, watching seeing the Keyshawn Davis fight. And then from what I'm hearing, he get a lot of love. He get a lot of love in Virginia, man. Like when he fight there, they sell it out and pack the house out. They show up there. So I plan on being there to see the businessman, Keyshawn Davis, man. He's a good dude. I hung out with him a couple of times. No, one time. I tried to interview him when I was in Vegas when Teofimo Lopez fought Jermaine Ortiz. That bitch was half empty. The Teofimo ain't no draw at all. He can't self-fly the shit. But anyways, yeah, I was in the process of interviewing him in the hallway where all the interviews are conducted at. And it was some hating ass female from Top Rank. I don't know who it is, bro. I don't know who the fuck they got over there, man. But I just got to call a spade, dog. She better be lucky. I don't know her name because I'll flame her ass. But now for real though, you know what I mean. And I got quite a few people in Top Rank I really do fuck with. They're good people. We talk. I ain't gonna say no names, but we talk. Like they're good people. But this chick right here, she was hating like a motherfucker, man. No, ain't no. I was, like now. If Keyshawn would have told her, look, check this out. I'm finna do this interview right quick. Chill out. You know what I mean? But yeah, she had don't put her hand in between both of us and was moving Keyshawn over to the back and all that stuff there. And you get what I'm saying? I like this old hating ass motherfucker, man. I don't know who the fuck she is, man. Hating like a motherfucker. Anyways, it is what it is. But before we get into the show, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically. Oh, and guess what? I found the update. I did find the update on Mr. Al Haymon. I found the update. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so I'll give you guys an update on that.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
All right, I'm gotta say something to you guys. I know you guys are going to be very, very happy and excited about this. As a matter of fact, before I do that, give you guys the good news for the Haymonites out there. Before I do that, let's just give a little shout out to the Snow Bunnies.
See your eyes shining, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet dust of cream. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Snow Bunny Love, Snow Bunny Love, the number one hit single in the hood, Snow Bunny Love. Y'all know what time of TI is. Now, as I said before, got some good news about Mr. Al Haymon. I spoke to someone today, I'm not going to say who, and they told me that, hey, you know, we had the rumors of Al Haymon may be sick. There's some validation to that. You know, there's a good chance that there's a possibility he could be sick, but also I've learned that he's still alive. Samson, Lyowitz, Scampson, Tom Brown, and the Kubas, they did not have our brother offed. They didn't bury him in the desert nowhere. He's still alive. I was told that, you know, Al Haymon, because of his financial woes, you guys do know that he owes this company by the name of Waddell & Reed a lot of money, a hedge fund company. He defaulted on his payment. And so Al Haymon is, and Waddell & Reed has been bought out by a company out of Australia called Macquarie. I had to receive some of that. I showed that plenty of times. So Al is kind of like, you know, he don't want to be seen, you know, because he owed them good white folks all that money, and you get what I'm saying. It is what it is. So that's what I learned.
True.
And I also learned that he's running his company through his minions. That's what I was told. His minions is the Kubas, Tom Brown, and Scampson. He's running the company through his minions. So, you know, it's always good for a black man to have white minions sometimes. You get what I'm saying? You know, the black man, Al Haymon from Cleveland, Ohio, he got some minions on his team he can run everything through, funnel everything through right now. You know what I mean? He gotta keep his head low. He doing a really, really good job at it too. Because the person I spoke with, they say, yeah, we ain't seen him since they say, damn, we haven't seen him since I think he said when Floyd fought. No. He said he haven't seen him since Tyson Fury fought Wilder the second fight. I'm like, what? He said, nah, man. He said, yeah, I saw. He said he was in the back when Tyson Fury, when Wilder fought Tyson Fury. Y'all remember that the second fight? You know, that was Black History Month. They say he was in the back. He said, nah, he was in the back. I saw him. He said, I personally saw him. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, okay, that was a lot more recent. That was a lot more recent than I thought. He said, yeah, he was in the back. He was in the back. I said, ain't nobody get no picture of him? Like, nah, hell no. There ain't no picture, no nothing. He was laying in the cut like a mug. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Let's go ahead and anyway, I know you guys saw that hold on, what my dog? This my dog, the Puerto. Listen, y'all know I ride with Edgar Berlanga. Y'all know that. The Puerto Rican assassin is what I call him. The Puerto Rican assassin is what I call him. Y'all know I rocks with Edgar Berlanga. Y'all know this. You get what I'm saying? You know, Edgar Berlanga's all in the hood. His people love him. Matter of fact, I got to call B. Norman in a minute, but give him about one more minute. The people love him. Let me show y'all this here. Edgar Berlanga. Let me know if y'all can hear my main man. He might go down as one of the greatest Puerto Rican fighters of all time. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, hated to love it. The underdog. The terror squad is on top. It is what it is. Let's go. Let me see that.
That goes to show you right there how much of a good person I am. You feel me? And how much I still come back to the hood here. And I still show the people love. You feel me? I don't run away from my people. You feel me? I still let them feel like they could touch me. They could feel me. You feel me? Take pictures. I'm going to do this shit, bro. I could be up 1 billion, bro. I'm going to still come here and just, you feel me? Just show that I'm here. You feel me? Yeah. And just start giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? And just showing love to everybody that seen me growing up since I was a kid. Yeah. I think it's important for that.
What is it like just getting the love coming back to the hood?
That goes to show you right there how much of a good person I am. You feel me? Man? How much
Edgar Berlanga getting love from the hood in New York, man. You know the king. He the king of New York. He got to keep the city, so he getting love. He come back to the hood and he look out for his people. That's what he said.
Still come back to the hood here. And I still show the people love. You feel me? I don't run away from my people. You feel me? I still let them feel like they could touch me. They could feel me. You feel me? Take pictures. I'm gonna do this shit, bro. I could be up 1 billion, bro. I'm gonna still come here and just, you feel me, just show that I'm here, you feel me? Yeah. And just start giving back to the community, you know what I'm saying? And just showing love to everybody that seen me growing up since I was a kid. Yeah. I think it's important for that.
You see what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out there. I know how much I know we got some big. Let's get Edgar Berlanga in the hood a round of applause. Yeah. Come back to the hood. You know, I don't know what it is. Why y'all hate Puerto Rican fighters so much? There's 2 Puerto Rican fighters I know y'all hate. Y'all hate Shakur Stevenson, Puerto Rican fighter number 1, and y'all hate Edgar Berlanga, Puerto Rican fighter number 2. What is it about these 2 Puerto Rican fighters that y'all don't like? That's what I want to know. What is it about you? What is it about these 2 Puerto Rican fighters, Shakur Stevenson and Edgar Berlanga, that y'all don't like? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean? That's what I want to know. You get what I'm saying? What is it about that? What y'all got against Puerto Ricans? I don't get it. What y'all got against Puerto Ricans? We got Shakur Stevenson, Puerto Rican fighter number 1 from Newark, New Jersey. We got Edgar Berlanga, Puerto Rican fighter number 2 from Brooklyn. What is it that y'all got against them? That's what I want to know. Anyways, and again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I just want to let everybody know that. You get what I'm saying? You know, I rocks with Edgar Berlanga. I used to hate on him. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of his biggest haters. Now he's one of I'm one of his biggest, he's one of my favorite fighters right now. Edgar Berlanga. You get what I mean? There go Jamie. Jamie in there hating. Jamie talking about some Stevenson, another fraud. There you go, dog. You over there hating, dog. You over there hating. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, Unlay Shoes say, Coach, you can't forget T.O. from Brooklyn, too. Yeah, but T.O. ain't Puerto Rican. They just don't like him. T.O. ain't got no fans. So, I don't know what it is. Yeah, T.O. is from Brooklyn. He from Brooklyn, too, but Brooklyn don't claim him. See, they claim Edgar Berlanga, but they're not claiming him. Brooklyn talking about, no, man, T.O. from Florida. You get what I'm saying? Bro, I don't understand why Brooklyn don't want to claim their own. Brooklyn always claim their own people, but for some reason, the Brooklynites, they want to push the man out to Florida. The birth certificate say Brooklyn. That's what the birth certificate say. When you go on Box Reg, it say he from Brooklyn, New York. That's what it say. That's what it say. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, fam. Anyway, hold on. Let me see. Can I get B Norman on here, man? Cause boy, I got some questions, boy. Finna get hot. Let's go.
Damn, Coach Time ran up on me. I didn't even catch it. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Are you available to talk right now? You want me to call you back in a little bit?
Yeah, no, we good. I just didn't realize what time it was. We straight.
All right, for sure, man. Well, listen, man. Before I make the introduction, we got B Norman Senior on the phone right now. Let's give him the
what up?
One of the most hated men in boxing right now. Boy, I can promise you that. Let's give him a round of applause.
What up? Hey, listen, let's talk about the elephant in the room that I've been talking about since I even came on this show. Why am I the most hated motherfucker in boxing? Why am I one of the most hated right now? Why?
Because
do you know why?
Why? Go ahead.
No, do you know why I'm asking?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. The fans feel like you talking too much. They want you to shut up, be quiet, humble yourself. You get what I'm saying? And you're talking about one of boxing's in America's favorite fighter, Jaron Boots Ennis, and you need to stay in your place, keep your mouth closed, and do like they tell you. And they feel like you're doing too much. You starting they starting to look at you like how they look at Bill Haney. They feel like you're doing too much. You all in the videos. They say you want to be like Diddy, and that's what it is. The people, it is what it is.
So that's what it is. Well, let me break it back down for all the rest of that. Like I said, I'm gonna take it back down to the very beginning. They hate me because I said my son will. You was right about what you said, but you got to break it down first before the rest of that shit. It's a lot lesser than the rest of the shit you said. Yeah. They hate me because I said my son will beat the motherfucker they thought was the second coming of Roy Jones. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. It ain't about nothing I said. It ain't about nothing I did. They ultimately hate me, and they hated me from the start when I came out. And I say, my son could beat him. Oh, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga crazy. This nigga cap. This nigga lying. This nigga, you can't believe shit that nigga say. Well, look. I say I'm going to be one of his coaches, his fake-ass coaches that's with Greg Hackett. And I'm going to show y'all I ain't playing. And I'm going to show you I am what I say. I do it. And shut them niggas up for a minute. that nigga come back, he have a goddamn solid ass performance. But these niggas come out the woodwork, nigga, I bet you won't, nigga, and then start it all over again. But I think a lot of these niggas had an orgasm that night.
Hey, hold on. And they said that they mad at you because they felt like you duck boots. They say, look, man, if people offer you $1.7 million, you making $50, you making $55, $100,000, this and that. They offer you, and you duck the smoke.
Well,
you get what I'm saying?
That's known bullshit that I didn't duck shit. That's known bullshit anyway. Like, no matter why you want to call it the duck shit, they offered us $750,000. We countered with an offer. They came back. We countered with another offer. We came back. We went down on our offer. They came back with another offer. Not to mention the fight was already dead. Before the open negotiations began, the fight was already dead. That's first of all. Then not to mention my son, even if we would have agreed to whatever they chose to give us, we wouldn't have been able to get the money anyway because my son couldn't fight on November the 9th because he couldn't fight on November the 8th because of the same reason. So no matter what, that situation is dead. What it is they got people believing that this was been going on. Been tripping me out. And these niggas go dark when I ask them. That could have been you last night. That could have been your son. You could have made win. Well, when they offer that money? When they come to us and say they wanted to fight us on April or whatever, when they say that? Ain't nobody came to us and said shit about none of that. So as for the fight last year, the fight was dead when it started. That's first of all. The fight, even if we had took whatever they say you should have took what they gave you, fuck y'all. I don't take what no nigga give me. And I know you don't either, coach. You don't give a fuck who it is, right? I hear you all the time. I listen to you, nigga. You don't give a fuck who it is. You can give a fuck how famous they is. You ain't finna kiss they ass and suck that dick. Am I wrong?
No, I ain't doing none of that.
You ain't with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But these pussy-ass niggas don't know what real man is. They feel like you got to bow down to these niggas. You feel what I'm saying? We don't bow. Hey, real men don't bow down to nobody. I get it. It's mostly, and I notice it's most of these young niggas that feel that way. Real men don't bow down to other niggas and take what nobody give you. You feel what I'm saying? You got to take it on your own terms. You feel me?
All right, so I got a list of questions here. I don't have many, but I got to get to them.
Yeah, we can. I'm out every last one of them. Let's get it.
There's something that you said a while ago when you was on the show last time. You spoke about Cameron Duncan, and you said, because I said, man, well, Boots got 30-something fights. He's 34-0 now, and 20-something knockouts. And he was like, yeah, man, the way Cameron Duncan built them and built me as well. When you first get in the game, you're gonna fight a bunch of cans. So Cameron Duncan kept feeding them cans in the beginning and stuff like that. Right. That was confirmed. I confirmed that. Well, I knew you wasn't lying because that is what Cameron Duncan does. But
I don't lie.
But I spoke to someone on that side of the street. I said that, and
Tim Bradley know that.
Yeah, and they said the same thing. They said, Cameron Duncan had Tim Bradley as well, right?
Yeah, Tim Bradley know. Everybody know.
No, they said
everybody know what the niggas that don't want to know. Everybody knows what the niggas that don't want to know. That's it.
Yeah, in the beginning. So who is Cameron Duncan? For those who don't know,
Cameron Duncan is he's a legendary. You know what I'm saying? He passed away. He's a legendary. Even though we ended on I ain't gonna call it a bad note, but it just was what it was. But Cameron Duncan is a legendary manager. / promoter, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Trying to dip and dodge and get in his Al Haymon bag. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what he was. He had a lot of people. He had Kelly Pavlik. He had Brandon Rios. He had what's my boy? Nonito Donaire. He had Tim Bradley. He had Mark Too Sharp Johnson taking it back. He had a lot of people, man. He had a lot. Michael Garcia, man. Terrence Crawford, y'all favorite fighter. But he had Boots Ennis. He had Brandon Lee. Most recently. He had a lot of people. So his three when we came in the game, his three that shot to the top. So y'all check this out to show you what my son was worth. His three that he was trying to push mainly was Jaron Ennis. This level of importance. It was Jaron Ennis first. It was because he was already ahead. He was already started. Already had 20-some fights when we got in the game. It was Brandon Lee next, and it was Brian Norman next. We was all in line. We was all fucking with Showtime. We was all fucking with Showtime Showbox. Everything was good till my son beat up Tank Davis. So till my son beat up Tay Davis, I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I don't give a fuck. There I go, goddamn.
There you go. Now you finna get the Tank fans riled up, man. Goddamn. Boy, listen. Boy, hey. You got to be built for this shit here, boy. They coming for your jelly.
I'm built for it, baby. I'm built for every last bit of it. I was just on the phone with the manager telling him that I'm built for this shit. You feel? Listen. As much as I've done for my kids and for my son and for my grandkids or whatever else, I still get a certain amount of something from my kids. And I have to check these niggas and get them to understand. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? So if I get it from my own kids and I've done nothing but great things for them and got them where they are in life and, help them and because I did it by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they respect it. You think I give a fuck about what a nigga I don't know say, bro? Come on, these people don't pay my bills. I'm not worried about them. I don't care. I don't give one fuck. I don't get half a fuck.
Do you feel by like you do a lot of interviews? I've seen you everywhere. Me
I'm everywhere, man.
So
yeah,
do you feel Boston
goddamn on billboards and shit? Yeah.
Hey, do you feel that by you doing all these interviews, it's helping building your son's profile?
Absolutely. Again, my son talk how he talk. He got a certain temperament. He was raised a certain way. He didn't come up the way I came up. He came up the way I raised him. I raised him as a warrior. I raised him as a respectful man. I raised him as I raised him as the man that he is, and I'm very proud of the man that he is. And it's one of them things how you tell your kid to do one thing, but you be doing another thing. That kind of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I raised him the right way, but I kept my bullshit that I already knew. So you feel me? That's where we at right now.
I told you we already spoke earlier. Some fans looking at your son as a dog. They saying he ducked and all that stuff. There, he's off for more.
Oh, well, we don't been on
that path already.
Yeah, we're not even worried about that path right now because again, I done text. Let me tell you the people I done called and text. I done text his daddy. I done text his brother. I told Greg on YSM who said he gonna tell Eddie. I done told everybody, nigga, your next fight don't need to be against nobody else but Brian Norman Jr. If you come out talking about a Terrence Crawford, talking about a goddamn anybody else, you's a bitch. I done said that. So you talking about a duck. Nigga, the notice is out. The notice is out, nigga. The referendum is up, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You done already said on live that you paid Stanionis, you took a pay cut to pay Stanionis. You already did that. We not asking for no $5 million. We ain't asking for no $4 million. When you gonna negotiate on here, we ain't asking for none of that. All we want is the motherfucking smoke. So don't think we finna outprice ourselves. Don't think nope. All we want is the motherfucking smoke. Bring that shit back this way, and you gonna get your ass whooped. I done already put a referendum out. That shit is personal now. Because they spinning shit. They spinning shit, and I don't like how they spinning shit. Especially Bozy. I respect Bozy more than that.
I was looking at the post-fight interview, and I mentioned this to you before, but Bozy Ennis was saying that him and Boots are saying that you guys are clout chasing, you using his name to build your profile. This is something that fans felt that that Boots was doing when he was over there on that side of the fence. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's amazing that now they're saying the same thing he was accused of doing. They're accusing you of. Do you feel that you are using your sons? You and your son are using, Boots Ennis name in order to build your profile?
Absolutely not. You got something, but I'm gonna tell you, you got some people that don't even know what the fuck going on. I got niggas posted. You've been saying his name for 2 years. Well, goddamn, ain't that some shit? I've been saying his name for 2 years when this shit ain't been going on for nothing but like August or late August, September last year. But I've been saying his name for 2 years and I ain't fought him yet. That's what they say. So the thing is, this is how we're not and why we're not. We never said his name first. We never did none of that. We said we wanted for undisputed because we had already spoke up. We had already spoke to Bozy privately. Bozy never put that out there for whatever reason, but I guess he knew better. I guess he already knew better. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was even nothing for him to say because nobody was asking him. They was asking us, but not him. So they asked us what we want to do. They asked us, how we want to do. My son even gave a look. I guess we can look at it like, who's going to be the final boss. You might have heard that interview where, we can fight this person, that person. We'll deal with him last. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the best at, the best one out of the ones in 147 right now. And that's what my son said that. You said, look, you called him the boss and everything. No, nigga. We were just saying he's better than all these people. And my son was a video gamer. And he was just giving you an example or a metaphor. He was giving you a metaphor to give you, you know what I'm saying, the way it was working. But not to mention, we had already spoke to Bozy about this shit. That shit was agreed upon. That we was gonna fight for undisputed. It was agreed upon. Boots didn't get the motherfucking memo. They offered the fight Sunday, $750. We counter offered immediately on Sunday. I said, I'm gonna call Bozy. Told his manager, I'm gonna call Bozy. And I'm gonna talk to him and I'm gonna tell him what's going on because I had nothing but respect. So I said, hey man, look, man, you know, they offered us this, they offered us that, whatever, but you know, I respect it. They're like, what? Man, I don't worry about what they talking about. They don't know that. Ain't nobody said nothing to me. Ain't nobody told me. Simple as that. That's how it went. Simple as that. That's why I say I'm confused about the integrity. I'm like, damn, bro, you ain't gonna goddamn talk about none of that shit. But again, I see what it is, and I'm with what it is, and that's why it's personal. That's why it's personal, because they making it personal because they lying. Like, nigga, at least tell the truth about what actually happened. But hey, ain't no more talking about that. Fuck the past. We want that smoke. We told them next fight needs to be against us.
So I take it that you don't feel like that you're doing too much. You know, some people feel like listen, I spoke to some people today. I'm not gonna say no names, but you know, they feel like, you know, I'm hearing that, you know, hey man, look, man, this is the thing, you're doing too much. You need to chill out. You did say that your son did ask you that, hey, look, Dad, you know, I don't know exactly what exact words.
Yeah. And he's still on that. He's still on that. No, he was talking to my Boots, and he's still on that. And I'm with him. You know, I'm you know, that's my boy. It's his career, and I'm gonna respect what he said. I'm gonna respect what he do, what it is. But I'm still gonna get my part out. You ain't gonna run around telling them motherfucking lies on me without I defend mine. You feel what I'm saying? And I defend the truth. And it's not hard. No, real shit. It's not hard to defend the truth. Yeah. That shit ain't hard to defend. Everything I say make 1,000% sense. They just don't want to hear my goddamn sense. That's all that is. You feel what I'm saying? So I told him I told him I'm gonna do this shit for a couple more days. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. I done put the motherfucking notice out to Bozy. I took the notice out to his older brother Jaron Ennis. I done put the notice out to Greg Hackett, who said he gonna call Eddie. I done put the notice out to everything. Boots better not fight nobody else but my motherfucking son, or you a motherfucking bitch. There's nothing else to talk about. So then we gonna see who ducking. We put it out there. Like I said, I told them before this last fight. I said, bro, we got a fight lined up. They kept saying, what is he gonna do? All the YouTubers, what is he gonna do? What's next for Boots? What's this? What's that? He's looking to fight in the spring. We was like, look, bro, look, you ain't got to do that. We got to fight. We got to take care of from last year because we contracted to do that. After that fight, we can make it for late May, early June. I'll put that out there back then. This is not a motherfucking duck, nigga. We standing right here for the smoke. Bring it to us. Shut me the fuck up, please. Ain't nobody coming his way. Ain't nobody calling his way. Ain't nobody talking his way. After his interview, after my son interview, whoever win this fight, I'm right here. That's what he said, verbatim. I'm right here. What's up? I want the winner of that fight. The winner of that fight said, well, I'm going to go talk to my team. I'm going to go on vacation. I might go to this party right now. I'm going to this club right now. I'm going to see what my team say. I'm going to talk to my pops. No, nigga, fuck that. My son said immediately after that fight, nigga, I want the winner. The winner said, I'm going to see what I want. That's what the winner said. But who the ducks, though? Who the ducks? Not the nigga that said he want that nigga who won. The nigga who said he going to think about it. The nigga who said he got to see what's the best decision. But we the ducks, though. That's only in y'all mind.
Do you feel that your situation with your son and Boots from a optic standpoint, from Boots is the guy that's popular, loved by a certain segment of boxing fans.
Oh yeah, you mean the Northeast and the urbanators, the Ortiz and the urbanators, the ones I don't really give a fuck about. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently they're not using their brain. But go ahead.
Yeah. So do you feel? To me, this feels like Crawford and Spence.
Right.
Not from a wrong side of the street standpoint, but this time, you guys were negotiating,
absolutely,
all that stuff there. But I'm saying from a good guy, bad guy standpoint, this guy is loved, the other guy is hated. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
It always got to be an enemy. Yeah.
But it appears that I don't want to say they hate your son. I think it's you. They
They hate
you.
me.
They hate you, but your son has your name. You know, you represent your son, so it's kind of like it's a package deal.
Yeah.
But so you're gonna get your point across for the next day or so, and then you're gonna take your son's advice and
I'm gonna let that shit go. Yeah. But check this out right here, because we ain't finna chase that nigga. We already told him. We done already put it out there. We done already put the word out there directly to the motherfuckers that matter. I text Bozy. I text Bozy before the fight. I text Bozy after the fight. I told that nigga, quit talking that shit. Bring us that motherfucking fight. You talking about we don't want to fight. Look, Eddie said verbatim, I talked to Bob. You heard that, right?
Yeah, he said that.
I talked to Bob. Bob they want to make the fight. They want to make the fight. What is that saying? That they want to make the fight. Guess what fans are hearing? They don't want to fight. They want to make the fight. So y'all think we capping to Bob too? No, nigga. We want to make the fight. We want to make the fight. If they say they want to make the fight, and then them niggas come back and ask them, right after Eddie said that, I listen to words and I listen to how it comes out and I listen to what's going on. Mm-hmm. Right after Eddie said that, they asked Bozy and Boots about it. They don't want to fight. The nigga, your promoter, just said they want to make the fight. You ain't listening.
No, I thought Eddie said something. Well, you know what? No, I'm thinking about it another time. Eddie said something about.
Go back.
Eddie said something. He want Boots to fight Terrence Crawford. I'm like, oh, why?
Yeah, he did. He said it before the fight. He said it before the fight. He did say that. But he also said he talked to Bob. They want to make the fight. Yeah, Eddie said before the fight, I think it was after the fight, he said that Terrence Crawford was next. He wanted to fight Terrence Crawford next. Now, back to what you just said about Terrence Crawford and about the clout chasing shit. Yeah. When they was talking about, and that wasn't Boots' fault, just like this not our fault being attacked. Like Boots' name came up because of Terrence Crawford. That's first of all. His name came up because of Terrence Crawford and him, and people referring to him and Terrence Crawford. People, saying that he was the next, because he'll switch hitter, switch puncher, whatever we want to call it. So his name came up off of Terrence Crawford, period. He had zero problem in the world when people asked him about Terrence Crawford. In the interviews, he had no problem speaking on that situation. He had no problem saying, yeah, I'll fight him. He had no problem saying, I'm the best in the world. I beat him. I beat anybody. I want all of them. I want Spence. I want Crawford. I want Thurman. I want goddamn Ugas. He had no problem saying all those people's names, right? But when it came back around 360 and they asked us, what about Jaron Ennis? Because he's directly a champion. We are champions, people. I know y'all hate it. That shit burned on it. It burned. I know. We are champions. We are direct champions. 1 of 3 now. 1 of 3 champions. He says he won't undispute it. It's only obvious you're going to ask the question, what about this particular champion? Barrios ain't nowhere saying shit.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Stanionis ain't never said shit. Stanionis ain't never said shit. Well, guess who over here telling you, nigga, we want that work? But that's clout chasing. How is that clout chasing when we want that work? How is it clout chasing? Ain't no time to look. Why don't you call the bluff? Why are they afraid to call the bluff? Why are the fans not seeing that they refuse to call the bluff? Why are they not? How hard is it? Because it's just a phone call and paperwork. How hard is it to call Bob and say, all right, we want to do this on this day, this time, whatever, and let's goddamn expose these niggas as full-fledged dust right there and prove these niggas don't want to fight. How hard is that to do?
Eddie did. You know what? I think Eddie did say Boots' next fight is going to be in Philly. Yeah. And I know how you feel about that Philly situation.
No, we cool. Fuck that. Don't care. Don't care no more. It's personal.
All right.
Don't care about none of that no more.
All right, cool.
Don't matter.
So you don't mind going to Philly to fight him?
Do not matter.
Okay,
do not matter.
All right.
I told a couple people I did it right after. My son changed that. So people heard me, if somebody, people inboxing me, telling me next fight, that. I agree with some bullshit. They need to promote the man elsewhere, do bigger things or whatever, but that's fine. We used to enemy territory. We cool. Philly is fine.
Yeah, that's all. I know you was getting death threats. I know you was getting death threats in Philly. So
I don't give a fuck. I don't care no more.
Just up your insurance policy. Them niggas in Philly.
I don't. I'm not studying none of them niggas. I'm not studying nothing. Look, you see, look. I stood up to his brother. All them Philly niggas. It was Philly niggas at the way in my fight. If y'all saw the line, I got in his brother's face when his brother was trying to play hard. I got in his brother's face. I then got in his whole team face. Them niggas didn't do nothing right then. I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm not worried about these crazy, these lunatics. Hey, look, man, I believe in God, bro. It wasn't supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. If I'm supposed to go out by a nigga man fan and another nigga, then I'm gonna go out by a nigga man fan and another nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I've done a lot of great things in my life. Hey, look, I've done a lot of great things in my life that can't be undone. Yeah. I'm cool with that. Yeah. I'm not afraid of none of the shit they gonna bring to me. None of it. At the end of the day, what you just said about the man fan and the dude's man fan over another nigga, that shit goes on. That's what it is. That's all it is. But this shit is ridiculous. You can't even say I want to fight the nigga or I will beat the nigga without a nigga. Oh, nigga, go look at the comment. If you catch a B Norman fan and he say, shit, beat him, knock him out. Nigga, you stupid, nigga. Like, but that's not even that. Like, that's an opinion. Yeah, me telling me that he a beast, that's an opinion. You ain't got to motherfucking rag that nigga about his opinion.
Yeah, but see that's the thing though. Like you know what I noticed in this boxing shit. You know, the popular opinion is the guy who is the most favorite guy. So you're always going to get that pushback. Again, that's why I say you Boots, Norman Jr. and Boots. It reminds me so much of Crawford and Spence all over again because one guy was viciously hated by mainstream media and YouTube channels, you know, independent media outlets. And now
they call him the best fighter in the world.
And one guy was really, really loved by the people. You couldn't say nothing about him. And I feel like y'all roles is the same shit all over again, you know, outside of the Al Haymon and the contract and stuff. But let me ask you this. What is your opinion on Eddie Hearn? How do you feel about Eddie Hearn?
He a liar. He full-fledged contradicted himself, but of course people don't stand to try. They want to hear me for every word I say and use every word I say like Cap. But when this nigga can do a whole interview about one thing and lie and come back and do it about it and say something totally different, and now he's not lying. So remember at the end, like a motherfucker. Remember at the end of the negotiations. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I'm on YouTube and that's another reason why I don't give a fuck about these. I'm not saying I'm not dissing your channel, down on your channel. No, it's YouTube. Yeah, it's a YouTube community, period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with my fans. You know, I appreciate all y'all, Jump, all hands, D5, Foodie, all y'all, Straight Love, Superman, whoever the fuck I love. And I appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave nobody out. Jace, all y'all. I appreciate y'all. I watch y'all all the time. I ain't seen you today. So anyway.
What's understood don't need to be explained. I give it to you.
What's understood don't need to be okay, so cool. So fast forward. Remember, I'm on the YouTube channels saying what I'm saying simultaneously with Eddie going out with his big ass microphone reaching millions of people saying we're still asking for the fight. This is after the last negotiation. He said we're still asking for the fight. They know it's too late. They realize they messed up. I think we could probably make it work. But now you're saying that we dug for X amount. Well, I don't get it. Make it make sense. You just said we're still asking for the fight. That was right after the shit hit. After they left negotiations, we never left the table. That's first of all. So we ain't never ducked shit. We came down a few hundred. I can't think it was $800,000. We came down like up to $800,000 off of what we said. That's what negotiations are. You say this number, we say this number. You say this number, we say this. That's what it is, and we see can we meet. You feel what I'm saying? That's all it is. You feel me? But I'd be damned if you I'm over here on my road doing what I'm doing, minding my motherfucking business. I'd be damned if you gonna snatch me off my road, put me on your road in hostile territory, and tell me what you gonna pay me. And I say, nah, I want this. And you say, no, nigga, you ain't work for this. Guess what I'm doing, nigga? I'm going back over here, nigga, fuck you. Out of respect, I'm going to say that. I don't give a fuck what's going on. That's what I'm going to say, out of respect. See, these people are fucking do-boys. They're not, like I said, man, this shit is crazy. These people are do-boys.
I know you from the South, but that's Georgia, Florida word right there. You're a do-boy.
You're a do-boy. They some do-boys. You know how you know what a do-boy is, the lowest nigga. Run to the store, give me some goddamn blah, blah, blah. That's what you is, motherfucker. They some do-boys. You feel what I'm saying? They some do-boys. You got the nigga, look, you got the nigga that's giving the orders. Watch this. You got the nigga that's giving the orders, and you got the nigga that's receiving the orders. We ain't receiving no motherfucking orders from no nigga we don't even know. We ain't receiving the order that we ain't got no affiliation with. That we trying to help this nigga out. And we trying to help him out of the Karen fight. That's what we were trying to do. We know you need us to get you out of the Karen fight. And come to find out that was bullshit anyway because the Karen fight was already ordered.
So you feel...
You need us, nigga. We don't need you. You do need $1 million, nigga. Guess what? Y'all ain't gonna never make the amount of money. Guess what? Nigga, that offer is on the table. The offer is on the table now. The money you talking about is now back on the table after 8 motherfucking minutes of work. So the do boys who talking that shit, stay your ass where you at and watch us fucking work. They gonna be mad when we get that money. If we fuck around and get that money, they gonna be mad. What you gonna say then? What Eddie gonna say then about $100,000? Nigga, my son minimum is more than double that number. More than double that number. That means the minimum that he gets paid is more than $200,000 Period.
So why is Eddie Hearn? Why is Eddie Hearn? Because I heard Boots Ennis say that as well. You made $100,000 his last fight. So why are they saying that if it's not true? Why is Eddie Hearn saying that?
Because they know they know the fans gonna believe it. And that's why I'm saying it's personal too. They know better. I specifically, just like I was detailed. I don't know if you were following me or we was I know we wasn't at the time when the negotiations was going on, but I was every single day I was making updates. I was giving updates on the negotiations.
No, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah,
okay, good. So okay, good. So I was giving negotiation on the update. Updates on the negotiations. I was telling, hey, look, we done put this out there. I don't know what's taking so long. We waiting on them. It's been like 7 days. I don't know what's going on. Like they was on a time that we already knew that they only had a certain amount of time for the camp. We didn't know it was already up there. So we knew that, okay, nigga, you here to make a decision because the Karen fight is looming. You feel me? So to me, I think finding out that the Karen fight was ordered August the 18th, and no matter what, the fight couldn't happen between my son, to me, they was looking for exactly what they got, a way to spin this whole thing on us. They was looking for a scapegoat. They never called Stanionis a duck. When they offered Stanionis, they offered Stanionis the $1.5 million, the first offer. He never even entertained it. They offered Barrios $2 million the first time. He never even entertained it. Never even got back with him. Ask me how I know this, because we know people. Because people know people. Managers know managers. They speak amongst each other.
No,
we ended up getting.
I learned that too. Someone told me that as well.
Exactly. So we got a contact with Stanionis. What did Stanionis get paid this time? More than they offered us. You see what I'm saying? People, but they don't want to hear that. And that's no. Right now, you got people listening with hate in their ears and eyes. They don't give a fuck what you say, what you do. You can show them a motherfucking mess. You can show them a video of the nigga saying it, and they still won't believe it. You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
that's just how much hate they got in their heart. That's it.
Well, you got to understand, like, the Mario Barrios, as I told you before, the Mario Barrios situation. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm hearing that you guys may have a date in June. Do you know?
We looking to fight. We're looking to fight in June. Again, that's why I'm saying. Do you ask what's next? We're looking to fight in June.
Yeah.
Because again, just like I said, we on our road doing what we doing. This nigga don't know what the fuck he doing. We trying to fight him next. Apparently, he ain't gonna fight in June. Eddie said something about September. That's plenty of time from June. Yeah. I told his brother. I told his dad. I texted him. Text his brother. Text his daddy. Told Greg Hackett punk ass last night. Tell them niggas. We don't want to hear shit. We don't want to hear nothing. If you ain't calling out Brian on me, if you ain't sending no offer this way or whatever, and possibly, after we keep doing what we're doing, possibly, hopefully, by September, we'll be done made enough noise to where we could do it on the other end, because that would be more likely. That would be not likely, I'm sorry. That would be more suitable for us. I would love to have a co-promotion. I have spoke to, I can't speak to nobody because I ain't nobody when it comes to that, but I have voiced it. And I've heard some things back or whatever, but I can't say, well, who's going to do about what, you know what I'm saying? But if you show, my son still got to show what he worth. So if he show what he worth, in June, and he do it in devastating fashion again, maybe these motherfuckers will wake up and they actually see that he a bad motherfucker like we say he is, and it ain't no fluke, ain't none of this shit a game. He gonna start knocking down shit. That just is what it is. And I want y'all people who think shit's sweet, I want y'all to remember something. I want y'all to think about something. A volume puncher is a power puncher's greatest gift. A volume puncher, a nigga throwing a lot of punches, is a power puncher's greatest fucking gift. The nigga going to sleep.
I'm watching this. What did you think about Stanionis' performance? I remember you was on here Friday. He out. I mean, he's on here Friday, and I said, look, man, this dude Stanionis style is tailor made for Boots Ennis. Yeah. I said, Boots gonna stop this dude. I said, I don't see him knocking him out, but I see it being a TKO stoppage. I didn't predict that Stanionis was gonna quit. He ended up quitting on the stool. So You said you betted $400 on them. You said that the over and under looked too good. And I do you remember what I told you? I said, man, why you did that? You wasting your money.
I'm a plus guy better. That's what I do. I had some money, and look, I still got money in my motherfucking my bookers and my shit from. I still got money in a couple of bed sites when I won on B. You know, I won $50,000, bro. So I got money. It should be hard to get. So a lot of people, so y'all know, that should be hard to recoup. Sometimes they don't be want to give you your motherfucking money. They want to charge you fees. And I know you done dealt with someone. I don't know, you in Florida, so you can't do shit either.
Yeah.
So if you ever bet on my bookie or you ever bet online and bet US, all that shit, I got money in all that shit. If you ever bet on them, they want to charge you to get it out. You can only get $1,000 out at a time, or you get $1,000 out at a time. You got to pay a fee. They some hoes for that shit.
Yeah, that is
so I need to be in the DraftKings state. So bottom line is, I was playing with the house money. You feel me?
Yeah, because I'm like,
it ain't my money, but I get house money.
Well, if you wanted to make money on that Boots fight, you probably should have just betted on which round you think Boots gonna stop him in or something of that sort.
I honestly didn't think he was gonna stop him. It was the body shots. Somebody said something last night that made sense. I think it was Greg Hackett, punk ass. Somebody said something. He said something last night that made sense. Maybe he had his baby on his mind. Maybe that shit really did get to him. Maybe it made him soft spot, hurry him get home. You know, he don't want to, get down because it was gonna get ugly no matter what. The fight was about to get ugly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Those body shots was really, really doing damage. He had no answers. He had no answers for the footwork. He had no answer for what was going on in the ring.
Yeah, he looked lost.
And I mean, he looked lost. Yeah, he had no answer.
He did land some shots, but the thing is, Stanionis is he doesn't throw a lot of punches.
He don't even throw a lot of punches. Right, I said that.
He go through 1-2 shots at a time.
Right.
And then once he get in there, he'll swarm you and then put his punches together. And what I did like about what Boots was doing, he was measuring. He was throwing a lot of probing jabs in the beginning, measuring that distance, measuring that range, and then he'll notice when I probe the jab, he'll ball up. Probe the jab again, he'll ball up. So he was setting him up the whole time. Then he started going around the guard, the elbow. Hit him in the body.
For the body. The body shot what did it.
Then he was shooting the hard jab, straight jab to the body, the solar place in the middle. Right. So I was like, man, the way he set it up, bro. I was like, again, I'd never seen anything special about Stanionis. The guy only had 15 fights. So
you're right. What I said still came true, and what I said was the pressure is gonna make him kind of fight Boots, fight him off or keep him off. That's what I was saying. What I mean by if a guy giving you a lot of pressure, you tend to throw more punches than you throw. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're pretty much just trying to fight him off. Because he wasn't penetrating the guard the whole time, like you said. He was going around the guard. He wasn't even getting between the guards. So as he was punching and punching forward, and Stanley was coming right at him until he caught an angle and go around him or whatever, which was not hard to do. You know what I'm saying? He was making them punch, and that's what I foreseen. Again, I kept saying I watched Stanionis. He didn't throw a lot of punches. He didn't hit that hard. I said, I don't know if he got respectable, powerful Boots to respect. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But my common sense told me that the volume of punches that Boots was going to throw, he was going to win, period. I just didn't expect him to hit him to the body and do what he did to the body. And like I said, Stanionis was just stuck in mud. And then, he ain't had no grit to him. Because, he ain't had no grit to him. He, at all. Like, you could just see even what he was doing, because it was another way. It was actually another way he really could have made it bad for Boots. What he could have did was really just got on his ass and roughed off and Marcos McDonald them and shit like that, or Ricardo Mayorga them. Like, that's the easiest thing to do when you lost. Like, niggas don't know boxing. Like, it's not hard. Well, you got a boxer, this nigga moving around the ring, he using lateral movement. Fuck it, go to fight. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't got to box no more. Fight that nigga. Push him to the ropes, push his ass around, and you keep him there. You bang on him, you beat on him, and you make it an ugly fight. All you trying to do is get the W. Especially if he hit you to the body like that and you finna get stopped. But again, as a coach,
I did say that. I said the only chance he had to win this fight, he's gonna have to fight Boots. The only problem he got to fight him and impose his will on him. The only problem is he's not the bigger fighter. Boots is the bigger fighter, so it's gonna be very hard.
No. You ain't got. It don't matter. That don't matter. That don't matter. When you got a Lord, you short, motherfucker.
Yeah, but he's the shorter fighter. I do. He's the sort of fighter. So you try to say he can use his lower level of.
Yes. Because when you got the Lord, Come on, think about what you're saying.
Yeah,
I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I'm usually the shorter fighter. What you got? Listen, when you are a shorter fighter, they always think the height is different. No, when you are a shorter fighter, it's all about what you're trying to do. If he had caught him, if he had pressed him to the body, nothing but body shots, press him into, get down in his legs. We're talking about Stanionis. Stanionis get down in his legs. That means he's lower. That means Boots' legs are gonna be higher. Boots is not gonna be getting the power out of his legs that he got. That size ain't gonna make a difference because the size ain't no more than fucking 10, 15 pounds. So what is 10, 15 pounds of leg weight? 10, 15 pounds of leg weight ain't shit. But again, that's just being a coach. That's just me being a coach. What I would have told him in the end, even that last round, even when he was getting hurt, or even on the what's called, I said, bro, we ain't going out like this. Man, maul that nigga. Maul that nigga. Don't give him no room because you seen. Wait. Let me say one thing. Remember when I told you Boots don't like to fight? What I was saying by he don't like to fight, he showed it again. He showed one time that he did fight him, but Stanionis wasn't throwing no punches. He don't like to fight. Notice when Stanionis did get closer, and when he was in there, he was grabbing him and holding him. And I kept saying that a long time ago. I said, when the fight break out and somebody get in his chest, he's going to grab and hold. He's not going to fight you inside. That's what I said. I've been saying that for a long time. He's not going to fight you inside. He has to be moving. He got to be using them long arms. He got to be flaring them motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? But if you press that nigga, Stanionis' only chance was to press him and make it an ugly-ass fight. And to me, that would have been his best bet. And I think he could have made it ugly with two. I mean, he probably wouldn't have won a decision. But I mean, that's common sense as a coach. He had wild card GM in there. That's wild. He should have just mauled.
Okay. Well, I'm finna blow all that up. What you just said. Stanionis.
Yeah, blow that shit up.
So, hear me out though. In order for Stanionis to be able to pull that off, he would have to have the footwork to be able to do that. Because even if you just
have
the footwork. You got to have the footwork, the balance, in order to be able to pull off that swarming type of style. Boots is really good at pivoting. So when you got if he come in there and try that swarming style, whatever the case may be, I saw in that fight. Boots pivot, weak side, strong side, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Right. And then now it makes Stanionis turn around. They try to find Boots, and now Boots walking them in the shots. So
now let me blow that shot. Let me blow that shit up you just said. Did you not see Stanionis back? Did you not see Boots hit the back? Did you not see Boots grab? Did you see his back hit the ropes a couple times? Yes or no? It's just simple. Yes or no?
Yeah. I saw that.
If you can do it, then you have arms. Your arms go left. Your arms go right. You keep him there. You beat on him. You wail on him. You do shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
So why he
make
do
Boots keep? Nigga. You can ask me why the fuck he didn't do it. I'm not the fighter. I'm not the coach. I'm telling you where he should have did it at. That's all I'm telling you. I'm giving you the chances that he had to do it. I can't fight the fight for him. No, Boots fought an excellent fight. I'm not. First of all, see, man, it sounds like you're trying to me discredit the win.
No. That's not it. I'm saying I'm watching the same fight you watching. I'm saying Boots was ready for all of that. If he would have tried that, I'm pivoting.
He didn't try. He didn't try, so we don't know that. You might be right. You might be right. You might be wrong, but we won't know if he would have tried. He didn't try. Like I said. You seen Marcos Maidana do it to Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, but okay.
Marcos Maidana ain't got no fucking feet. He did it to Floyd Mayweather. You seen what's my man name? Ricardo Mayorga did that shit to Vernon Forrest. He ain't got no fucking feet. These boys are boxers they just done it to.
Yeah, but listen, you talking about Floyd Mayweather when he was older. Floyd wasn't using his legs as much, so he was letting.
Look. I'm not saying it would have worked, bro. I'm not saying that Boots wouldn't have been ready for it. See, you arguing something. Arguing something that we can't argue because I'm just telling you that was his only bet. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he would have won if he did it. I'm telling you that was his only bet to do it or to try to do it. That's what I'm saying. I said, we in agreement with that. I said the same thing. Yeah.
My thing is the reason why he couldn't do it or didn't do it because Boots didn't allow him to do it. I'm looking at it. What was Boots doing? What was Boots doing that negated anything? Because listen, Bozy and Boots are not dumb. They know. Just tell like what you're saying. The only way he got to win this fight, he got to try to maul us and fighters. So we can move
on. We can move on from there because we just talking about ifs and you trying to baby on boxing knowledge, and I'm not even gonna do that. But
I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying. So let me ask you this. When is your son's contract up with Top Rank?
Can you discuss that? It was extended 2 years. Yeah, I can. It was extended 2 years. It was extended 2 years. Let me see. Contract was initially 3 years, so that means it's extended to 5 years. It started in 2023, so that's 2028.
2028. Okay.
Yeah.
So you fight
January 2028.
You might be fighting in June. So again, I don't know, and I know Boots is going to do his thing. Whoever's going to do it with. So
He said in September, and it need to be us. He said September, or they said late summer. It need to be us.
All right.
It don't need to be nobody else.
So let's say that would have happened. Let's say y'all work that out. Y'all fight in September, whenever. The potential June date that's dismissed. Then would that be dismissed at that time?
What are you talking about?
No.
They ain't even talking about fight. Then I know it's not going to be dismissed.
No,
it's not going to be dismissed.
I'm not talking about
Boots.
Boots. I'm not talking about Boots. You know,
and I'm telling you, no. Our date is not going. We're not going to wait on a nigga that's telling you he don't even know what he's going to do. No, we're not. Okay. We discussing shit right now. No.
No, but
he ain't said he want to fight us. He could have said that right then.
Yeah, but Eddie Hearn said in the post fight press conference.
But listen to what you're saying, Coach Rick. And they be tripping. Listen to what you're saying. You trying to make us some do boys too. Because you're trying to tell us, yes, you are. Wait.
You misunderstand what I'm saying, B. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you misunderstand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, Eddie Hearn said that him and Bob talking about trying to make this fight. He said Bob said this is a fight he want to make next. What I'm saying is, if Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn come to terms that you and Boots will fight in September sometimes, then if you guys can come to that agreement based on what Eddie Hearn is saying that Bob Arum wants to do,
then we still gonna fight in June.
Okay, all right, that's all I want to know. That's what I want.
Yeah, we still gonna fight in motherfucking June. We gonna get that. Come on, bro. Hey, guess what? Because we bringing what we got to bring to the motherfucking table, baby. We bringing another dominant performance. My boy, 24 years old. We gonna get some more work in. We still bringing it. That's a long time. No matter what happens in June, as long as he don't lose the title, no matter what happens in June, then we'll still be good for September. I don't give a fuck what happens. He get cut, whatever the fuck he want to happen, he good. We good for September. So now we want to negotiate that for September. If that's when he plan to come back, whenever he plan to come back, that's what it is. If we start to reach September, hold on 1 second, dog. My bad.
B, you see that? Y'all hold on. Look like he got me on hold. Shout out to Foodie. She said, "Oh Lord, calm down, B." Yeah, he was. Yeah, he didn't let me. He didn't let me finish. But shout out to Boston Conversation Radio. Salute, fam. Yeah, I just wanted to know.
I'm bad, Coach. My bad. Yeah, but bottom line, and then we start to reach again. I said this last night. I'm gonna say it to you. Like I said, I'm gonna say a few more episodes or a few more interviews. Ready, willing. We're not waiting on no nigga. You wouldn't wait on a nigga either. No, if I would have told you today, like when I just put you on hold, hey man, don't talk till I come back. What you did? Nigga, she about to hung the phone up on me.
No, I wouldn't hung up.
You know, you talk. Somebody put that nigga up there.
I wouldn't hung up on you.
But you know, I'm just talking. She has to give me an example though. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't want to put that. Fuck, I like waiting on you, nigga. Fuck, I look like a grown ass nigga. Ain't nobody been waiting on this nigga. But listen, so if it comes and we start to get up in, let's say we fight in June. But my son a world champion, so he's not gonna fight that many times, period. So he fought once, twice. Hopefully he can get a third one. Especially if we can get that, we definitely can get a third one. So if we gotta fight again towards the end, and it'll probably be after September. So I don't see why we can't fight after period, no matter what. If that nigga fight anybody else in September, he's a motherfucking duck. I done told everybody. That need to be known. I done said it to everybody. This my microphone ain't got to be my thing. I said it to the direct sources. I said that shit to Bozy, the daddy. I say that shit to the brother, and I say that shit to Greg Hackett punk ass that said he gonna tell Eddie Hearn directly. You don't get no more direct than that. Fuck my microphone. Fuck who hear me and don't hear me, because a lot of niggas don't be hearing what I be saying. They don't hear my interviews. You never said, yes, the fuck I have. Just because you ain't heard the interview where I said it at, don't mean I ain't said it. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't no excuses no more. Ain't no excuses they didn't know. We told them they could have waited. We told them we will fight you next. This fight that he just had should have been us. We told them we'll fight him. See, that's where they got it mixed up at. He was thinking that they offered us the fight. No, nigga, we asked them for the fight.
All right, so you say they could have waited.
Yeah. But I understand the weight. He had a great fight. He had a great fight lineup with Stanionis. When that fight came out, I said then, because I was like, nigga, I was pretty much on the same shit. I'm like, nigga, if you fight Stanionis, like, that's a good fight. That's a unification bout. You can't argue with that. There's nothing you can say about it. That's a good fight. He fought for Ring Magazine. That was a great fight. So you can't argue with that.
All right, so okay, because what I was going to say is he ain't gonna wait on no nigga. Just like you said, you ain't gonna wait on
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so now I know your son probably back. Like you said, he didn't suffer any damage or anything. He's probably training on the next opponent, whoever that may be.
We ready, baby.
Do you plan on falling back? Because I've been hearing some crazy stuff, man. I've been hearing some crazy stuff, man. People want you to fall back, man. They want you to fall back on your side. On your side of the street.
I told you I won't. Well, I don't give a fuck what they say on my side of the street, but I told you I won't fall back. I told you I had a couple more days. I told you I don't fall back. No, to believe it or not, this shit takes from, like, what I'm doing right now. I'm walking around the parking lot at the gas station. I was minding my business. I was handling business. I forgot what time it was. So as of right now, I'm on this motherfucker doing this right now. So this is going to take up however long we're going to build this motherfucker, which I don't mind. Yeah. But you got to think, interview after interview. We cool. I'm just saying, though, I'm a businessman. You feel what I'm saying? My time is literally money. You heard my phone beeping in. I know. I just ignored like 5 phone calls. My phone calls me money. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? That's why I just took that. Yeah, my phone calls are money. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing it, though. But I'm going to set this part straight because I'm going to make my money. I ain't worried about none of that shit. You feel me? So like I said, I got a couple of more days of doing this because what it does to me was it makes me miss money. It gets me unfocused. It do a lot of things to me, too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to lay off even watching some of the social media, even commenting. Because I did that before. I ain't going to respond to these dumbass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize they're dumbass niggas. I might have told you this before. I remember one time, bro, that really just did it for me. I seen a nigga in the comment saying it was about Andre Ward. This nigga said, Andre Ward ain't no motherfucking Hall of Fame. He ain't did shit. I said, oh, God, these niggas don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that told me everything I need to know right there. You can't, come on, bro. You can't do it to Andre Ward.
So social media is about, it's a passionate, in boxing it's very passionate, but it's a bunch of emotional men who have emotional attachments. They have emotional attachments to these fighters, and I explained to a lot of people in my chat. I say, look, a lot of these male fighters, they look at some of these male boxing fans as male groupies. They don't really like that shit. They don't like that shit. Like, and I know I've been in these different cities and around these fighters with Keyshawn and stuff like that. And I know, you got a man coming up to you and
that shit feel like some whole shit. Yeah, don't nigga even really want you like how they overzealous and doing that shit in the motherfucking comment. Yeah. And look, and watch this though. And be overzealous and got the nerve to call another nigga Floyd Hofi. I'm like, nigga, you're the one defending a nigga. Like, what are you talking about, bro? But hey, man, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm a scale down anyway. I don't give a fuck who say what. And I told you, like you just said about I need to shut up or somebody. Bro, I'm not worried about none of that. You just asked me. Let me shut the fuck up again. Let me shut up.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So listen. You did say y'all willing to go to Philly. That's cool. Anything you want to say before I let you go, B? Because I know you got money to make. So
no. It's all good. Just letting the fans know that we willing and ready. We ain't waiting on that nigga. Y'all want that fight? What y'all need to do is you need to get a petition together. I'll file a group. Go over to Philly. Go over to Jaron Ennis post. Spam that nigga shit. Tell that nigga, bruh, I need you. Y'all can do it respectfully. You can do it disrespectfully. I don't give a fuck how you do it. Express the interest in fighting my son and shutting his daddy the fuck up. That's what you now need to do. Go to him. Tell him, we done told you we want to fight. We done told you we will fight. We done told you we'll go to Philly. I don't know what else you want. Only thing you can do now is prove me wrong. The only thing you do now is what your boy say, put the fight on. That's the only thing you can do now.
Yeah.
We can't look, we are not in position to put the fight on. We're working to get in that position. So hopefully, like I said, if he had these magnificent performances, even his next performance, we can make some shake. And hopefully we can do that where we can make some offers because I do not want to fight in Philly. We will fight in Philly. I don't want to. I don't think it should be in Philly. That's the dumbest shit ever. Y'all protecting a nigga in the northeastern region of a fucking country. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what type of shit? What type of shit is that? You don't protect the man. I don't know what superstar. That's not a superstar. A superstar would sell in California. A superstar would sell, and no, my son is not a superstar. That's why we ain't in California trying to sell. My superstar would sell wherever he go. A superstar would sell in Vegas. A superstar would sell wherever the fuck he go. If Tank fight in Vegas, it's gonna sell out, right?
Yeah,
Tank is a superstar.
Yeah, Tank
He's a superstar.
Yeah.
If Ryan fight in Texas, it's gonna sell out. He's a superstar. Jaron Ennis is not a fucking superstar. If you're trying to build a superstar, you need to do it the right way. And again, that's just my opinion. I ain't never built a superstar, but guess what? I'm doing a damn good job on my way to doing it with the little resources I have. And shit, he bigger than he was last year. He gonna be bigger tomorrow than he is today because of the people listening to me right now, and this shit being reshared and this shit being talked about, and y'all going cussing out and whatever else. You feel what I'm saying? So good energy, bad energy, as long as y'all motherfuckers talking, it don't matter. I appreciate all the supporters, appreciate all the love, all the people who, you know what I'm saying, who understand what I'm doing, understand what's going on, and understand that, nigga, we the real deal. Understand we willing to stand on what we say, and shit, y'all be easy. I'm gonna holler at you later, coach.
All right, salute, fam.
I'm gonna tap back in. I'm gonna tap back in and listen to the show, though. I'm gonna tap back in. I forgot what time it was.
All right, shout out to B-No, man. Let's give him a round of applause.
All right.
I meant to tell him. I said, look, man, you probably need to reach out. You probably need to reach out to Bill Haney, man. Hey, you probably need to reach out to motherfucker Bill Haney, boy. I'm like, God damn, boy, Lord have mercy. Hey, I'm finna get ready to drop these phone lines, man. Y'all call the shizzo. I gotta read a couple of these super chats though before I do that. Let me read a couple of these super chats. Shout out to I. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Tip Bailey. Tip, what's going on, baby boy? Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. What to say, Tip? You say Boots Vergil or Jesus Ramos the only thing we should be calling for. Yeah, if Boots, if Boots move up to 154, the Vergil Ortiz fight has to be mandatory. That right there is like that right there. Yeah, that Vergil Ortiz fight. Facts. Like I want to see that fight bad. I ain't gonna even lie to you, dog. That's a fight I really, really want to see bad as well. Boots and Vergil Ortiz. Both of them young, both of them strong. You get what I'm saying? I want to see that. I want to see that. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm finna go ahead and drop these phone lines, but let's hit everybody. Let's hit the cash apples with a huggy bear.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, if he move up to 54, motherfucker. Boy, let me tell you something. That fight right there. Whew, Lord have mercy. Boy, that fight right there gonna be something else. Let me go ahead and drop these phone lines.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, great interview, man. Great interview, bro. Great work. And Ryan Senior, I like the guy, Coach. I think he's funny. I don't find him disrespectful nor obnoxious like other fighters. Fathers. I mean, the guy, is always in a good mood and he laughs and he makes everybody laugh. I like the guy, man. Just keep it up, man. I'm a father myself. We all want the best for our kids, so it is what it is, man. But congratulations to Boots. Good win. He looked good doing it. He got another title. He came lineal champ.
Champ, yeah.
Respect to that. That's what's up. Yeah. So I like that. I like that. He was touring and showboating with his fellow Stanionis.
Yeah.
I don't like showboating myself. But why not showboat? He was winning easy. Stanionis didn't have much. He didn't have no answers. But for me, you want to celebrate and dance. take your opponents out, end the fight, and then showboat. All you want. I could be rooting for your coach, but once you start showboating, I immediately root for the other guy.
Ali showboated. Had to Camacho showboated. Roy Jones showboated. Pernell Whitaker showboated.
Coach,
James Stoney showboated. You get what I'm saying? So
yes. And immediately I root for the other guy.
Sugar Ray.
But,
Sugar Ray used to throw his hands up, throw it on like this here. Like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. That's true. But anyway, but again, for Boots, for the Boots, he was a better than Stanionis. Boots' speed, he controlled the tempo. His footwork was phenomenal. Simply, man, simple. It was too much for Stanionis. But Coach, how do you feel about Boots' defense? I feel that I see holes. Like he tries to roll with his punches, but sometimes they land flush. What do you think about his
I mean, to me, his defense is fine. I mean, does he get hit with shots? Yes, he get hit with shots, but I mean, this is boxing. Listen, I've never seen a fighter fight and not get hit with a shot when you're in there with a halfway decent fighter. You could take an elite fighter, you put him in there with a halfway decent fighter, and I look at Stanionis as a halfway decent fighter. There's nothing elite about him. I never seen anything special about him at all. I really didn't know what the hell people was talking about him. I was seeing him fight 4 of his fights, and man, just a regular average fighter. He got 15 fights. He ain't fought nobody. I think he fought the lower man, some of that sort, but he ain't fought nobody. So I'm like, I ain't thinking highly of him. And he landed some shots on Boots or whatever. Boots, for me, it's not about if you get hit with a good shot or not. For me, it's about how was you able to handle that shot? Was you able to take that punch, roll with it? How did you get hit with it? Did you roll with it? Or did you take it flush? Did you it just depends. Did you see it coming or whatever the case may be? Can you take a shot? Because at any point in time, some of the greatest fighters in the world have gotten hit. You're going to get hit. So some of the greatest in the world has even gotten knocked down. I don't even look at a fighter when he got knocked down. I look at what you do when you get back up. You know what I mean? I look at boxing as life, like life. You're going to get hit. In life, everybody doesn't have the perfect defense for what life is going to throw at you. Life is fighting you every day. And sometimes you get hit flush in life. Sometimes you get knocked down in life, and then you got to get back up and fight back, to claw back, to get back to where you was at. So I look at boxing as life. Did Jaron Boots Ennis get hit sometimes? Yes, that's life. But how did he respond after he got hit? He made Stanionis quit. So that's what I look at.
Yes, he did. Now that was too easy. But at 154, good solid fights there. Much better competition for him. I know Boots is a big boy, so I think he'd be all right at 150, 154. If that's if it's true what I hear, he's struggling at 147, but I don't know. But they also asked Boots twice about the future, and he avoided the question, bro. He did not answer. He just wanted to just enjoy his victory and take some time off. But he said nothing about Brian Norman Jr. If you notice. Anybody, he didn't mention any names. So I feel that he's going to move up, but, again, he looks good. He looks more focused to me. And, I think that, he needs to stop clowning. The clowning, take the clowning down in the ring, another match or so. And, but either way, the guy got skills, and I feel that at 154, he's gonna represent. So respect from New York, and that's what I got.
All right. Yeah, I totally disagree with the clowning. Adrian Broner used to clown in the ring. Okay, if you don't like a fighter clowning, guess what? Tell the opponent to stop him from clowning. See, that's how you stop clowning in the ring. If you don't like the fact, I don't like the way he clowning in the ring. Okay, well, tell Stanionis to stop him from clowning. Stanionis could have did something about it. You know what I mean? And why he couldn't stop him from clowning. If you don't like a nigga clowning you in the ring, stop him from clowning. Carla, hold on. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got a problem with it. Sugar Ray Leonard used to clown in the ring. Now Hagler didn't clown really, but I'm saying Hector Camacho, Pernell, Roy, James Toney. I see James Toney. Lights out. You get what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather. So, some of the best have done it. Ali. Ali. So if you don't listen, if you don't like a motherfucker clowning, stop him. That's how you stop that. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey Mo, man, what's going on? Ain't nothing wrong with clowning if you can back it up. What the fuck are we talking about, Slim? You know how many thorough motherfuckers used to clown jokers in the ring? Shit, I got turned out by Hector Camacho. Shit, it is what it is. I'm gonna do it for you. Let's just address the elephant in the room. Big Brian is a cold, contradicting, walking motherfucking machine, Slim. That whole shit made zero sense. First, it went from we playing mobile order SP24. First it went from we playing we went. My bad. I had to. It went from we playing chestnut checkers to wait a minute. We trying to make the fight. We trying to make the fight next. I mean, we never left the negotiation table. Which one was it? Y'all didn't leave the negotiation table, or y'all playing chestnut checkers? Because a couple weeks ago, y'all was trying to stretch this and milk this motherfucking this innocent Norman fight, turning into make pot. Now y'all never left the table. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? I mean, am I lunching for thinking like that, or is that what am I lunching for that? Isn't that what we heard?
Yeah, I think he was talking about that time when they had the negotiations. Well, what was going on at that time about going back and forth?
Yeah, but they said why would they sat there and said why would we make the fight now? Isn't that what they said? The fight would be bigger if we just keep knocking shit out and Boots to keep doing his thing. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, he said that. He said that too.
Exactly. So now he coming back saying something completely different. Them Bammers ain't trying to fight Boots. And you know me, I ain't got a dog in the race because as far as I'm concerned, Vergil will sleep both of them. So I ain't got a dog in the race. But at the end of the day, I need to stop trying to trick bag y'all, Mo. And why is everything coming from Boots? If y'all want to fight, y'all send the offer. Why is it everything got to come from Boots? They already sent y'all the offer. Now it's y'all turn to the motherfucking offer. Now y'all trying to make it if Boots don't send y'all a contract, if Eddie don't send y'all a contract y'all don't like in September, it's a duck. Well, we ain't like to fight. That's a duck. Boots ducked us because he didn't want to fight us. Y'all motherfuckers said y'all was trying to milk the fight.
Yeah, I don't think to answer that question, I don't think would you say Boots is the A side in this situation? If for Brian Norman and
he is the A.
Okay, so how can the B side send the A side of the contract?
No, it don't. No, but that's my point. Yeah, no. They can. The B side can send the offer. It's just not customary. It happens. It happens because it always comes down to what company got the biggest bag. Really, what it comes down to, for real. It don't care about who's the bigger fighter in most cases. But at the end of the day, they can still send an offer. If they gotta negotiate, right? And then chances are, if this is a big fight, then it needs to be a co-promoted by Top Rank and Matchroom.
Yeah,
right?
Well, it should be a co-promotion. But the reason why I say that is because we seen that with Tank Davis. People was like, well, Shakur can't, Tank is the A side. I hear it all the time with Tank fans. We went through this already. Tank the A side. Shakur can't send Tank no offer. Devin Haney can't send Tank no offer. This and that. Tank, you can't send the cash cow on the A side and offer.
You can, because when Bud was with Top Rank was trying to get in contact with motherfucking PBC to try to make fights.
They try to make fights with they tried to make fights with Sean Porter before. They tried not Sean Porter, Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman.
With Sean Porter, with Danny Garcia, with Keith. They tried to make orders and they didn't want it. What Bob kept telling y'all, we trying to get the fight done, but shit, they ain't trying to do shit. Yeah. So wasn't Bud that B side?
Yeah,
according to everybody, he was the B side to everybody, right?
Yeah.
He was the B side to everybody, but they were still trying to make the fight, correct? I mean, nobody trying to hit Big Brian talk that bullshit, man. Them motherfuckers out here clout chasing. It's just I'm just tired of these boxers sitting here acting like they did shit. Well, at the end of the day, they keep fucking around and they're gonna let Polanco in them because Top Rank already got a plan for them. Whether they want to believe it or not, Rohan is lined up to beat Brian Norman. So y'all better hurry up and bust a move and try to get a Boots pack before Boots go fight Conor Ben some goddamn way on the catchweight. Go get that. If you smart, go get that Boots fight ASAP, because y'all ain't gonna make it past Rohan in the next year and a half. Book it, Mo. I'm out, man.
All right, shout out to Ron Boy Fresh. Salute, fam. Yeah, I've always heard, yeah, man, the B-side can't, you ain't in a position to send the A-side no offer, this and that. So I've always heard that, like just like Canelo, same thing with Canelo. David Benavidez, allegedly, I gotta say allegedly because we dealing with scams and liars, and David Benavidez run his career. We sent Canelo an offer for $70 million. Now, by it coming from Scampson, I don't believe it. Because Scampson is nothing but a lie. A lot of these guys in boxing is like that anyways, right? I don't believe that. We sent them $70 million guaranteed, and we agreed to take 5 coming from Scampson. And the main thing I heard was from Canelo fans, wait a minute, Canelo is the face of boxing and the cash cow. You don't send Canelo no offer. Canelo send you an offer. So I've always gone by that rule of thumb in modern day boxing. Okay, y'all saying to do the A side, and to do the B side can't send the A side no offer. Which one is it? Do you get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Look here, man. We got shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got over 600 people watching the show between YouTube and X, not including my bad. Damn, not including Instagram. I didn't even turn my damn Instagram live on. Not including Instagram. I just turned it on just now. Yeah, not including IG. So it is what it is. I forgot to turn IG on. Are we on IG? Nah, it's not showing on IG. I'm live, but it's not showing the screen. Shout out to D Hall, the People Show. Salute to you, fam. True. Okay. I'm dropping that $2 super chat. He said just dropping through. Much love from the People Show. Shout out to the People Show, fam. Salute to you. Damn, I ain't even. Let me go ahead and discard this. Let me see, can I do another live on IG? It said I'm live. I don't know. Let me see, can I do another live on IG? Let's see, can I do this? Y'all bear with me one moment. I'm trying to do another live on IG because I forgot to turn the motherfucker on, man. Let me see. Peace. Audience. Let's go public. Next. Give me the stream key. Stream key right here. See when it save it. All right, IG is there now. Let's see, can we go now? All right, there we go. Now we live on IG. Sorry about that, y'all. Instagram, I do apologize. Sorry about that. Go live. Hold on. All right, we connected. It is what it is. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed. I brought up that date that's in June. I'm hearing that they have a date for June. I don't know who the opponent is, but I hear they have a date for June. So that's why I asked him. But B. Norman, he didn't allow me to speak. But he did, he did allow me to speak because he thought I was attacking him, and I wasn't. I was speaking from a position of, look, I know y'all got to fight from what I heard coming up in June. So you have that date. So what I was saying was, if you, let's say, because according to Eddie Hearn, yeah, we spoke to Bob. Bob said he want to make that Boots and that Jaron Ennis and Brian Norman Jr. fight next. If let's just say hypothetically, what Eddie said is true, and what Bob is saying, they make that fight, but it's supposed to be for later on this year in September, because Eddie did say they're looking to fight sometime in September. If that's the case, my question was, since I do know you guys have a June date already, what happens to that date? Will you forego that date, or will you still fight on that date? And he said, oh, no, we ain't waiting on no nigga. We ain't waiting on no nigga. You get what I'm saying? We gonna keep our date. That's what I was asking. That's what I was asking. Keith Bulldogs, what's going on, fam? Keith, what's up, brother? Nate the Greatest in the building. Nate got 100 subscribers, man. Let's get Nate a round of applause. Yeah, shout out to Nate. Shout out to Jamie from New York is in the building. ING lives. What did he say? He say, quit hate watching. Please smash that like button. Oh, yeah, the like button. They hit the like button yet? Oh, they got over 3. Yeah, okay. It is what it is. As a matter of fact, is the phone lines open? Oh, my bad. My bad, dog. Phone lines at the bottom, man. Phone lines at the bottom. We going to shut the show down in an hour because I have something I have to do. But listen, man, phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Y'all know what it is.
I want you to call me.
Hey, shout out to Miss Connie, the lovely Miss Connie. Miss Connie, what's going on? You know, as I said before, man, you know, this past weekend they did it for the hood. Boots won for Philly. He won for the hood. B. Norman Sr. said they are willing to go to Philly. I'm like, man, you know, the Philly nigga was sending them death threats. So I don't know, man. He gonna have to go. He had to go take heavy security with him, boy. Them niggas, they talking about they sending the man death threats and every goddamn thing on social media. I know I've received a few death threats myself. I wouldn't be worried about it. But if you're going to Philly, ain't no telling you. Well, you got niggas who willing to. Well, yeah, we finna crash out for a nigga we don't know. That's a millionaire who, when we go to jail, he ain't gonna bond us out. I don't know who. You never know. You never know. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? Country. How you doing, bro?
Man, Country, talk to me, brother.
No, okay, the fight was good fight, but Boots got some defense.
Country, your phone breaking up. It's like you say a couple of words, I hear it, then it spaces out. Are you on?
How about now? Can you hear me?
You sound good. Yeah.
Oh, Boots performance, but he's got heels in his defense, man, and he got caught with some counter shots.
Your phone doing the same thing. It's going out every other word.
How about now?
Go ahead. Go ahead. See what you sound like. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, Boots put on a good performance overall. Still got some holes in his defense, and he got hit. Or a little because if it was like a power, maybe Vergil or somebody's got real power, he could be taken away from it. The other thing too is I don't really want it, and two, only two more fights, and then he's going to be the way that going to move up to 54. You know.
Yeah, Country, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I missed half of what you said because your phone is still having the same issues. Just give me a call back, man. Give me a call back, brother, when you get a better connection. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, just Country, call back when you get a better connection. Yeah, it's still doing the same thing. It's still doing the same thing. I literally missed half of what he said, you know? Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Mike Kirk, coach. This Mike Kirk from Mobile, Alabama.
Mike from Mobile, talk to me, brother.
What's going on, coach? I just want to say I've been watching fight for a long time. And what I'm seeing, a lot of these fighters, Boots, good fighters, a lot of them good fighters. But what I'm saying right now is that these fighters are out here, why they ain't trying to make the fight? They got Hearn, all these guys. Crawford's one of the realest ones I've seen in years. He made the fight. He made the fight with Spence. He called Spence himself.
Yeah, directly. Yeah.
These guys out here now, man. I don't get what the problem is. They letting these guys handpick the fighters for them, who they want. Go out here and make the best fight. Go out there and be the best. Fight the best fighters that's out there. It used to be a time when fighters want to fight the best fighters out there. It's not just about the money all the time, but I know that's what people want to make your money. Yeah, make your money, but at the same time, go out here and put the show on for the people who want to see some good fights, man. We've been watching fights for a long time. We just want to see good fights. We want to see good challenges, the best fighting the best. We don't want to just be people that they're making money off. We spend money for the fight, just like everybody who want to watch the fight. You want to watch the fight, you spend the money. Mm-hmm. At the same time, we want to be entertained with good fights. Not guys that just standing in front of you, swinging, no footwork, no head movement, this, that, the other. Just let you beat them all up. You're trying their best, but trying your best ain't good enough. We want guys to be matched up the way they need to be matched up, man.
You try your best, but try your best ain't good enough.
Come on, man. You know I ain't right. Terrence Crawford, one of the fighters that I think can fight back in the 80s and the 90s, and probably in the 70s. Terrence Crawford. I love Terrence Crawford. Ever since I first seen Terrence Crawford, I said, that guy, he one of them ones. Why they don't want to be one of them ones? Terrence showing you he want to be one of them ones, man. Bruce ain't showing me he want to be one of them ones. He going out here the last 3, 4 fights he had, 5, 6 fights he had. Look at the guys he fighting, man. Look at the guys he fighting, coach. Come on now. Look at what they doing. Eddie Hearn, how many fights Eddie Hearn had? How the fuck is Eddie Hearn gonna sit there and tell them who the fuck they need to be fighting? He ain't gonna make the money off of them, coach. That's all I gotta say, man. It just pisses me off. I've been watching fights since I was a kid. I'm 48 years old now, man. I'm 48 years old. I've been watching fights since I was a kid with my granddad on ABC.
Yeah, ABC, them days up, boy. Yeah, man, ABC, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Coach. I don't mean to, get all hysterical, but I like watching. I want to watch good. I was so happy.
You talking about the matchups? You said you want to see better matchups. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Boots is the new Al Smith.
Yeah.
Boots is the new Al Smith, man. Weight bullying, been fighting at 147, still fighting one. He's just a new Al Smith. Until that guy come up like Terrence Crawford, one of them guys like that come up, and when you get in that big fight, you're gonna knock his block off, just like Crawford did Smith. That's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
So you look at it. So when you say Boots a new Errol Spence, are you looking at it from a popularity standpoint, or what? What you mean?
No, yeah.
He's very popular with the boxing fans.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I wouldn't put him up there with the Terrence Crawford. I wouldn't put him up there because I'm looking at the competition that he fight. Terrence Crawford was calling out Thurman, everybody, even though he was on top rank. He was calling folks all across the street. He was calling them up from across the street. This guy go and get Eddie Hearn, let Eddie Hearn, Basketball could even win over there in the Europe thing they had going on some months ago when Europe fought against the other folks over there in Europe. He lost every fight.
You talking about the Riyadh season when they had the 5-on-5. Yeah, Eddie, listen, Eddie Hearn fighters. I don't know what it is about Eddie Hearn fighters, bro. Like, well, he got boots in Shakur Stevenson, but man, bro. But I'm saying when his fighters get messed up, when they get messed up in 50-50 fights, they get their blocks knocked off. Like
they get their block, and I don't want that to happen to Boots. Yeah. But what I'm saying is with Boots, I can see it coming, man. He gonna get it. He's gonna get in there with that guy who Ortiz, who
I'm about Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz.
And Vergil Ortiz. Yeah. Vergil Ortiz gonna knock his block off because he hasn't been fighting the fighters to prepare him for Vergil Ortiz. You get what I'm saying, Coach? I'm saying it. I've been watching boxing since I was a child, man. And I know them one. He won. He's not showing me one to one because sometimes you got to tell your promoter, look here, man. If you ain't gonna get me this guy or that guy right here, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go call him myself, like Crawford did. I'm gonna call him myself.
You know what? You know what? I think the Crawford and Spence thing was a very unique situation because you never hear of a fighter trying to go through a promoter who he can't see, which is Al Haymon, because he said he never met him, and then he's getting roadblock for an entire year. Once he become a free agent, and then he decides to, hey, you know what? Let me get in contact directly with the fighter. Remind the fighter, hey, look, you your own boss. You don't work for Al Haymon. Al Haymon works for you. And Spence went for it, and Spence made the fight, and this is why he said, look, man, you need to be thanking me for making this fight because he went against Al. You don't go against your Lord and Savior Al Haymon. He did that. Now, of course, he paid for it. He made it, but he made a lot of money. Him and Bud made a lot of money, stuff like that. But they made the fight. Fighters are not like Spence and Crawford. Fighters today are not like Spence and Crawford.
Even though I said that about Spence is a good fighter, but I said that but I respect Spence for that, man.
Yeah, me too.
I respect Errol
Spence. I respect him a lot.
Yeah. What he did, he made me go back to say, you know what? I ain't wasting my money after all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make me feel like I'm wasting my money now, man. Yeah. Then they hype up this guy Stanionis, where people were sitting around here saying, man, Stanionis this and that. We were going off, Moses, what you just hearing about Stanionis? if you research, he get hit, his eyes his eyes look like two damn bald eggs every fight he fights, so. Then on I get tore all up by guys over there in Europe and everywhere, man. What you think Boots gonna do to him? He get the move, he got the movement, he can go left, he can go right, he got good foot move, he got good head move, got good power, he got good speed. What you think gonna happen to Stanionis, man?
What happened to him? What happened to him? He got the brakes beat off for him and made him quit on the stool. That was
they do it so bad to the point where the fighters that they hyped up, they think they made it. Stanionis thought he was something because they hyped him up so bad.
They go to drinking their own Kool-Aid. And I'm sitting there like, I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, I think maybe just a lot of these people, they just hoping Boots lose. I'm like, dude, okay, if Boots gonna lose, he ain't gonna lose to this dude, because Stanionis ain't nobody.
Exactly.
He ain't nobody, dog. I didn't see what they were talking about. They hyping the dude up.
Like you said,
I'm like, man,
in the second round, by the end of the first round, you already took down his feet. Here you go again. I didn't feel like I ain't waste my money. But what I'm saying, I'm gonna support the fighters. But what I'm like, God damn, man, I want to see Boots in some real damn fight, man. How you think he gonna get up there and do anything with Ortiz and those guys at 154? And what he's not being prepared for?
Yeah, well, you know, they matching them up. You talking about the matchmaking. The matchmaking is the matchmaking game is very, very serious in boxing. Yeah, very serious in boxing.
Yeah, but Coach, man, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. But God, dog, boy, I was just watching you live, man. I was like, God damn, I just want to see these guys go out here, even Boots, man. I'm like, Boots, man, just call somebody out after the fight, man. Just what your head, like Mike Tyson said, the names, man.
The man was a champion. The man was a champion, though. He was standing out with a champion for whatever that's worth. But he was a champion.
But Coach, how many folks, Coach? The one who Crawford beat, who was over there in Australia, who they say beat.
Talking about Jeff Horn, yeah. Jeff Horn.
He was a champion too, so what that mean?
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? What that mean? And you only got a bit. Okay, what that mean? You get what I'm saying? Come on, man.
But he was 15 and 0. He was 15 and 0 with 9 knockouts.
15 and 0. Coach, I'm 15 and 0. How about that? I'm ready for Boots right now. I'm 15 and 0. And my wife made me a belt last week. I'm 15 and 0. I got a belt. Now what? Do I get a shot at Boots? Come on, Coach. Come on, man. You know I ain't lying, man.
What'd you say?
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
I'm 15 and 0. And my wife made me a belt last week of pure leather with gold trim on. Now I want a shot at Boots Ennis, man. Yeah, it hurt. I'm ready.
Hey,
you
I see what you're saying. You got to keep that same energy because because you got some of these dudes. They got 10, 11, 12 fights, and they got titles. And they saying when they dudes lose, oh man, he fought a dude that had 11 fights. That dude wasn't experienced. Okay, well,
And they fighting in Europe, Coach.
Yeah.
And they fighting in Europe.
I don't know. Stanionis, I don't know, man. They say, I ain't never see. I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. Bro, like that was one of the easiest picks I've ever picked in my life. I ain't bet no money on it, but I was like, man, Boots, I don't see what they see, man. Boots gonna beat the brakes off this. Like Stanionis, hey, he ain't it, bro. He not it.
The last guy who fought Boots fought better than Stanionis, man. The one that
he quit. Yeah, he quit. You talking about Karen Chugga?
No, the what's his name? The one that Crawford beat with the beat, what his name? I don't even remember his name.
Talking about David Avenese? Oh, you talking about Marjamar?
Avenese. Yeah. Avenese, man. Avenese had a better showing than Saturday night. He had a better showing.
What they called him David Avocado, David Amnesia.
Man,
that's what they were called.
What they call it? They just giving away money so they can get the win.
Yeah.
They paying them so they get the win. But I'm saying here, Boots, I want Boots to be up there where the Crawford at. But I can't put him up there until I see him in them fights, man. I know Crawford was really trying to get all. Man, Crawford was calling out Thurman and everybody. Porter, you trying to fight? He on the other side of the street, all them things.
Yeah,
But he was calling them out. He said,
they had that Cold War going on, and this is what I like. I don't like the Cold War because it's not good for the fans. And then what happens is you over marinate these fights because of wrong side of the street politics. This is why I was surprised when I heard Bob Arum say that the PBC is now more willing to work with other promoters. We're gonna be working with them on a regular basis. And as you can see, Boots beat up a PBC fighter. You saw Tom Brown in the ring. You saw, I think, Louis DeCool was over there. You saw Sam Watson over there. So that was their fighter. So we should better get those fights now.
But coach, of course, PBC gonna say that now.
Yeah.
Because then what? The ball ain't in their court. All their fighters get manhandled.
Yeah.
Of course they gonna say it now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be humble when they broke, when they on the bottom. Everybody get humble when they on the bottom. they humble now, they on the bottom. You know I ain't lying to you, coach. They humble now.
You say they humble now.
No time gone, all this shit. Now they humble now. we really talk to anybody who wants to fight our fighters now. You know, we will. But when you had all the fighters, you didn't even make them fight each other like that. But some of them that did, you know, I'm saying, it just, goddamn, Boots. Come on, man. Speak up for yourself. Tell your daddy. Come on, man. We want to fight. We want to fight somebody gonna give us a challenge. I want the challenge because I get better. Iron sharpen iron, brother. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Mike. Mobile, Alabama.
All right,
yes, sir. Hey, man, Mike. Man, I'm trying to tell you. I got that Mike, boy, goddamn. Oh, man, I tell you what, boy. Boy. Anyways, shout out to No Cap. What's going on, fam? No Cap he said everyone humble when they're at the bottom. Hey, but you know what though? That is true though. Boy, hey, listen, just imagine with a nigga on top, he's sticking his chest out. Yeah, nigga, what's up? Yeah, I told you what time it is. But boy, guess what? When things ain't going good in your life, you be so humble. You be like, yeah, man, I lost my job, dog. My girlfriend left me, man. Third lady, Tyrone laying pipe up at my girl. My old lady ain't answering the phone no more. I mean, jail, boy, when you at the bottom, boy, Lord have mercy, boy, nigga be humble than a mug.
Turn around.
Hey, look at AB now. Look at AB now. AB said acting a fool, but boy, look at AB now. And guess what? AB was flushing $20 bills down the toilet. AB was throwing money out the window. He was throwing money in the air, talking about he don't keep change. Look at him now, though. Look at him now. Boy, Lord, everybody was clowning. Yeah, nigga, AB, boy, nigga, AB a fool. Boy, y'all see AB a fool. Yeah, he's a fool. Because only a fool would rip up money and flush it down the toilet. Only a fool would just throw money in the air so everybody can get to it. Only a fool would throw money out of the window because it's less than a $100 bill. Only a fool would do that. So y'all was right. AB a fool. You're right. He's a fool. Everybody likes a fool. You know what I mean? Everybody likes a fool. It is what it is. Yeah, man. AB shit. AB went from about billions to getting his teeth knocked out. The man went from about billions to getting his teeth knocked out by Blood of Flair Cobb.
But you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
Yeah, man, AB a fool, man. And then he had all them niggas in the black community egging him on. If you said anything about the foolishness that AB did, they called you a coon. Oh man, you talking bad about the black man. Niggas always condoning the fuckery. And they condone it in the name of you attacking the black man. You got other blacks like, look here, man, bro, this man act like a donkey, man, making us look bad as a people. It always be the niggas. The niggas, like, there's a difference between black people and niggas. I hate niggas. I do not like, listen, I am on the record. I don't like you niggas at all. I love black people, but niggas, I can't stand. I don't want to have nothing to do with no niggas. But they was condoning all that, right? Them be the main one. Them niggas be the Shea Butter Laptop Revolutionaries. They be the Butter Biscuits. They be the the fake SJW, they be all that. You know what I mean? Just all the double standards and everything. You get what I'm saying?
I'm sorry?
160 is my weight division. I want to unify. I want to get Golovkin in the ring. I want to bring him to Houston. You know what I'm saying? I want to get Canelo out here to Houston. If they really to come down to 160, this is my weight division.
Yeah, man, that nigga shit get a nigga fucked up every time. You'll be broke in jail and looking crazy. You get what I'm saying? Facts. Hey, shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom. Duchess, what's going on, sis? How you doing? You get what I'm saying? How you doing? Anyway, man, what's the name? Let us point across. So, but listen, we're gonna see how this play out, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you, like I said in the beginning of the show, I don't think we're gonna see Brian Norman Jr. and Boots fight next. I don't think I'm gonna see that. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not in the negotiations. I'm not in the office of none of that. I'm saying, based on what I have learned, I don't think that fight is going to happen next. Now, of course, this is boxing. Anything can happen. Anything can change at any given time. You know, but I don't think that fight will happen next. So it is what it is. And then I don't even know how long Boots is going to stay at 147. I don't know. So it is what it is. Because I think some of his fans were saying online. I know, and on this chat, a lot of y'all were saying in this chat that, man, Boots look weight drained, man. Coach, he look weight drained, man. The man look like he's struggling to make weight. And do you know what I said? I said two things. I said, well, if he is struggling to make weight, I said that's his fault. All he got to do is move up. No one is forcing him to fight at that weight, one. And I said, two, Boots ain't never said he's struggling to make weight. That's pretty much what fans have said, because you're looking at how skinny he looks and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, he looked frail because he's a big guy. He's a big guy fighting at a smaller weight. Boots by like what, 5'10", something like that. So when you're a bigger guy fighting at a smaller weight, you get what I'm saying? Of course, when you get down, I mean, just imagine. I don't know how tall a lot of people in the chat is, but just imagine being 5'10", 147 pounds. Do you know how skinny you're gonna look? So of course, he's a tall, lanky guy, no Diddy. So of course he looks. You get what I'm saying? He's thinned out, depleted of water and stuff like that. But I said he'll be all right. Once he rehydrate, he gonna be all right. When he rehydrated, he looked like a light heavyweight in there. He looked like a light heavyweight. He looked like he was every bit of 170, 168. Like, it looked like he could fight at light heavyweight right now. Did you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, and of course, that's the rehydration. You can rehydrate, replenish your body with fluids and all that stuff there. So it is what it is. It is what it is. My thing is, if the fighter make weight, so be it. If he can make the weight, so be it. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping either way. If he can make the weight, so be it. But just don't use that as an excuse. Because the thing is, they argue both sides of the coin. You can't beat these niggas. This is what I was talking about. They argue both sides of the coin. Because when they want to make an argument, it's like, okay, they said the same thing about Spence. Man, I remember, a matter of fact, hold on, let me pull this picture up. I remember watching, let me see, can I pull that picture up? I think I have it right here. I remember watching the Spence and Crawford weigh in. And people were saying that, yeah, man, I never forget, Blue Blood put a video out. A couple of people put a video out. And I think he put a video out debunking it or something of that sort. They would say, yeah, man, Crawford had to weigh in twice to make weight. But they were saying all kind of stuff. And Carla, hold on. And let me see, can I find that? Spence and Crawford, that was, because Crawford looked like an old junkyard dog. He had a naughty, nappy beard. He looked real skinny, real thin, bro. And Spence looked really good. Like, Spence looked a lot better than Crawford at the weigh-in. I was like, man, Crawford looked like he was skin and bone, bro. Like, you could tell that was going to be his last fight at 147. He looked real skinny. But then people were saying that Spence looked good, Crawford looked weight drained, Spence going to do ABC and D. Then after the fight, when that didn't happen, those very same people flipped their position and said, man, Spence looked weight drained. Do you get what I'm saying? And then I had Victor Conte over here, and he said Spence suffered from high altitude sickness. Boy, he did. Boy, I say, boy, goddamn. Yo, snickety snack. Yo, all that shit. Carla, what's your name? We called from?
Hey, Coach, it's Kev. I'm usually in West Atlanta, but I'm working today, so I'm farther west. Hey, good to hear from you. Coach, you're forcing me to do something I didn't want to do, which is defend Stanionis. The problem that happened in that fight, actually, everything you said for the past 2 weeks has been absolutely correct. If people put money on you, they were going to make money. You were right. Stanionis, but the problem was Stanionis had the wrong style. Stanionis is not a bad fighter. I call him defiant. Stanionis is not a bad fighter. He's actually a pretty good fighter. The problem is the style. He has a tight, high guard like Winky Wright in the old days. Now, don't get me wrong, he ain't no Winky Wright. Trust me, he ain't no Winky. But he had a tight, high guard, and he thought that if he just came forward and he does what he normally does, it's going to work. It worked against 15 other guys. It was going to work against Boots. No. Sometimes guys have the wrong style. Ken Norton was nobody's slouch, but Ken Norton against George Foreman, Ken Norton against Ernie Shavers, Ricardo Mayorga against Vernon Forrest. Sometimes Vernon Forrest was nobody's slouch, but Vernon Forrest just had the wrong style for a guy like Ricardo Mayorga. Sometimes the style just doesn't fit the fight. And Greg Norman earlier in your show was saying the exact right thing that he had to try to do. And you said it during the fight, when you were calling the fight. You said it during the fight. He needs to make it a brawl. He needs to make it nasty.
Yeah.
And that's not, because he has a tight, high guard, that's what he does. And so he got his butt whooped. That's all that happened. Stanionis is not terrible. Were you going to say something, Coach?
No. I said the only way he can win this fight is one way. He has to impose he has to pose his will. You know, he has to dominate the space, impose his will on the inside, and make it a dog fight. That was his only way.
Right.
And guess what? Boots and Bozy Ennis knew that as well. Because he fights the same way.
Right.
I mean, the 4 fights that I've seen of Stanionis, I mean, I didn't see nothing special about him, to be honest with you.
Right. Well, you weren't going to get that against somebody like Boots unless he changed the way he fights. And all he did was walk in there and fight the way he normally does, which is what you saw in 4 fights, and he got whipped. The difference is going to be when Boots fights somebody that's strong. That's going to be the difference. And that's why I think, now, of course, I'm biased. I'm from Atlanta, a black man from Atlanta. I'm biased. But when Boots fights somebody like Greg Norman, that's when he's going to have trouble, because Greg Norman can counterpunch and Greg Norman can rough him up if he has to. And that's when it's going to be different. And Boots people keep talking about the sparring session. Yeah, what are we going to listen to Bozy Ennis? Yeah, what happened when he was sparring? He already know what it is. No, sparring is, he going to make me curse. Sparring is effing sparring. Sparring is not in the ring. Brian Norman is not going to be fighting at 75. He's not going to be punching at 75% if he gets in the ring with him in a real fight. Having said that, I agree with your caller from 2 calls ago that I don't know that they'll fight in September. Greg Norman's I think he's selling war tickets on. I'm not saying he's running from him. I'm saying something different. What I'm saying is, you're not going to fight in June and then you're going to fight Boots in September. No, Boots is nobody you're going to fight in 3 months. That's not going to happen. So anyway, that was my main point, Coach. That's my call. If you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't.
Yes,
that's
sir.
My call. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, listen, salute, brother. Thank you for calling the show. Shout out to Kevin. ATL, stand up. ATL, stand up. Yeah, you can call the show, man. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. We don't have to agree on everything. I mean, we can agree to disagree. There's one thing I learned in life. Well, there's multiple things I've learned in life, but there's one thing that I always know in life about human beings. We may not agree on everything, but it's one thing that we will always agree on. We can always agree to disagree. Now, what I'm not going to do is argue. I was on Blood Boxing channel, and was it Blood Boxing channel? No, that wasn't Blood Boxing. That was somebody else's channel. I forgot. I was on somebody else's channel it was a while ago. Probably last year sometime. And I had this one guy, he wanted to argue. I don't argue with grown men about their feelings about another fighter. That's dumb to me. I say what I say, And I stand on what I say. I'm not going to argue with you about your emotions. I never get caught up in the emotions of another man. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's how you feel about a fighter that you don't know? Yeah. You know, this how I feel about it? Yeah. That's it. I'm not going to argue with you about it. Well, nigga, why you feel that way? And no, hold on. Let's talk about this. Sorry, there ain't nothing to talk about. You made your point well taken. I don't agree with it, but you're entitled to your opinion. I made my point well taken. You don't agree with it, but I'm entitled to my opinion. That's it. All that sitting around hollering and shit, I ain't gonna be doing all that yelling with you, nigga, for 10, 11, 12 hours. Listen, I got too much shit to do. I'm not going to invest my energy with arguing with the man over another goddamn grown ass man that's a fighter. That don't make no damn sense. I'm just saying, to me, it don't make no sense. I've never done that, and I never will. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to, listen, man. And another thing, shout out to where you at? Shout out to the Bronx Bomber.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Yeah, that's my advice to any emotionally stable man on these social media platforms. Don't get caught up in the chat and don't get caught up in another man's emotions. Because at the end of the day, as I said before, and Brian Norman knows, that's why I mentioned it. These fighters look at y'all as male groupies, fam. Like, you have no idea how they look at you. Because y'all don't go nowhere. You don't be around these fighters. I've been around them. I'm telling you, they look like, they don't like that overzealous shit that some of y'all be showing in the chats. Bro, they hate that. You can't run up on Tank with that. Tank gonna feel very uncomfortable around you. Man, this nigga, he doing too much. God damn, okay. Be a fan from across the street. You ain't got to be all up on me like that. Like, if you look at the way some of these dudes act about, the way they act about Errol Spence, the way they act about Tank, the way they act about Canelo or Crawford, the way they act about Crawford, the way they act about Devin Haney, the way they act about Shakur. It's like, dude, I promise you, neither one of those fighters will want you around them. They won't, I'm telling you, they won't want you around. They won't want you around. Hey, shout out to Swat Jones. Swat Jones, what's going on, fam? Swat, what's going on with you, baby boy? These niggas do it, they do it without no shame. I was like, damn, my nigga has some dignity. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from the ATL.
Coach Eddie, ATL, talk to me, brother.
What's going on, brother? Hey, I enjoyed the fight call that you did, man. You did your thing once again. Hopefully they can get you on that TV screen one day. That's what I'm looking forward to, man. Your headset or something. You know?
Yeah, cause dude, they got called the fights is trash. I'm like, y'all listen, y'all been around a long time. Y'all been around a long time, dog. It's time. We moving in a new direction. That's all. That's what they got to tell them.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Like I say, Boots did his thing, man. Boots went out there and showed out on that thing. I agree with Brian Norman. I think both guys is actually in a good position because they need each other, but they really don't need each other, to be honest. Because both guys are champions. Let's say Boots vacate. Okay, it's another belt out there. You got Ryan Garcia, you got Devin Haney, you got Teofimo Lopez, you got a lot of smoke at 147. A lot of options at 54 for Boots. I mean, Eddie Hearn, you know, he thinking about long term for Boots. You know what I mean? He gonna earn with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, I heard Boots' contract is over with Eddie. That was his last fight, but they might re-sign with him. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is, but
you already know that slick talking Eddie Hearn. You know he gonna get him to sign back up. Yeah. You know, come on, man, sign back up with Matchroom. We got big plans for you. You know, he gonna talk about try to get him re-up. You know what I mean? I was impressed with the performance though. Who out there did the thing? You know what I'm saying? He showcased for the people. The people were excited. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about the performance. So. Hey, like I say, 147 got the reset, but both guys are in good position at the end of the day. Even if they don't fight each other, they still in good positions. Ryan still he's a champion. He got plenty of options. He can get the Devin Haney, he can get the Teofimo, he can get the Ryan Garcia.
The other fighters there, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, them other fighters there. That's
the man got plenty of, both guys got options, man. Both guys got plenty of options.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I say, do I want to see this fight? Yeah, but is it a necessary fight? Not really. You know what I mean? You know, I say people want to see it, but at the end of the day, hey, they might make up a little later. But I understand, Brad.
No, this is my motto. That fight gonna happen when it's time to happen. When it's time to happen, that's when it's gonna happen, and that's that. You know, I can go back and forth and yell, scream, bitch, moan, whine, complain all day for what? I don't have the energy for that shit. That fight gonna happen. That fight gonna happen when it's time to happen. That's it. Other than that, all the other stuff is just for entertainment. I love me personally. I love the entertainment aspect of it. I love to see these niggas crash out on these chats. I love to see these YouTube channels snap, go off. I love to see these fighters on Twitter arguing, going back and forth. I love it because I'm a content creator. It makes good for content. It keep me laughing. Yeah. I ain't gonna do nothing but what I do every day. I'm gonna smoke my weed before I go do the show, see some funny shit, and laugh about it all goddamn day and talk shit and talk boxing, and then we gonna move on to the next show. That's it with me. That's how I'm not emotionally invested in it. And I told you that a while ago, Coach Eddie. I said I have detached myself from boxing emotionally. Ever since I've done that, I've been having the most fun of my life since I've been on YouTube.
Oh yeah, you're doing the sport much better, man. Like I say, it's a good contrast style. You know what I mean? You got the guy and behind the flashy guys, and you got Brian Norman Jr., which I've seen. You know, he's getting a whole lot better. He's looking real good. You know, it's a fight that intrigues the people. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a kid coming from the South that can do his thing, a great fighter. You got two great fighters coming together, so people want to see the fight. You know what I mean? That's how, if they want to see it, you got to keep hyping it up. But at the end of the day, do they really, really need each other? You know, it might be one of them Riddick Bowe and Lewis. It's a fight we want to see, but we might not ever get it. But either way, both guys are in great positions, man.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it work out. I mean, I think the fight will happen. I'm not optimistic that it's gonna happen next. I'm not optimistic about that. I'm being honest with you. I'm not optimistic at all.
Me personally, I want to see Brian Norman knock out Ryan Garcia. Great, he's great. Like I want to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Or fight Devin Haney, the boot fight is cool, but I want to see him trying some other guys too, and especially Teofimo Lopez. I think Lopez he been ducking Brian Norman too. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him get hold of them guys, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, you know, I want to see Teofimo Lopez fight a black fighter since he don't like black fighters that much, and you know he say all kind of bigoted stuff about black fighters. So I would love to see Jaron Boots Ennis get his Philadelphia pause on Teofimo Lopez. I would love that. Teofimo, you can express your black hatred of fighters, your bigotry. You can take it out on Jaron Boots Ennis. Now that you moving up to 147, I would love to see you take it out of one of those black fighters that you can't stand. I would love to see that. Send him some bananas too. Send him some bananas too while you at it. I would love to see that.
Shoot, man. Man, Brian Norman knocked that joker smooth out, man. I already know what time it is when he hits. It's over with. TOP ain't gonna go nowhere near Brian Norman. Man. Brian Norman put some hands on him, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's my call, Cole. Like I say, both guys are great in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to dig up both of these guys. They both great champions, and that's gonna be a heck of a fight if it do happen.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, I would love to see that. I would so love to see that there, boy. I would listen, but I would love to see one of the goddamn Boots or Brian Norman or whoever get on T.O. ass. I want to see that there, boy. Yeah, T.O. take. Yeah, make sure you bring him some bananas at the press conference now. You know how you like to do that. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, let's make sure you do that, dog. Then I want to see you gonna beat the brakes off of Boots or Brian Norman. I would love to see that. Love to see that. Matter of fact, if he ever fight any one of those fighters, I'm going to that fight personally. I'm going to that fight personally to see him get the brakes beat off of. And listen, man, I don't care what y'all do, boy. If y'all don't beat nobody else, y'all beat this motherfucker. We'll beat his ass. And I'm gonna tell you, boy, you better not quit. You better not quit, goddamn. You better not quit. Carter, what's your name? You called it from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Country. Can you finally hear me now?
Yeah. You sound good. You sound real good now.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm working, man. I was in a bad area. That's why. So people were talking about I sound like I was under the sea and shit. Hey, man, overall, check this out. Boots had a good fight. It was a good performance. He dominated. Stanionis was tailor-made for him. But there are some concerns. Boots actually got hit a lot. That was counters. And that's a problem for him, especially if he's moving up to 154, which I think he'll be doing in the next one or two fights. Mm-hmm. If he would have got hit by somebody like Vergil or somebody like that who had like monster power, he might have got took out. And I mean, not to say he couldn't hold his own. I'm not saying he's weak. I think he'll do great up at 54, but he's got to be careful because, man, if he gets caught, we could see him getting took out or losing because of that. But again, I don't think the fight with Brian Norman Jr. is going to happen. I think Brian Norman Sr. should just stop talking about it because it's not going to happen. Boots is going to move up to 54 pretty soon, and when he does, that fight's going to be persona non grata. And all that talking Senior did all that time is going to just be for nothing. Oh, great. And here comes the goddamn leaf blower. Motherfucker. Sorry.
You say you got a leaf blower. Hey, man, Cutter, how you feel, fam? I don't hear it, but how you feel? How's your health? You all right?
Oh, man, I'm good. I'm hanging in there. This motherfucker's just going to fuck up my phone call because he's walking right over here where I'm talking on the goddamn phone.
I don't hear it, though. I don't hear it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I guess you can't, but it's there. Trust me. I'm looking right at him. I'm just kind of glaring at him like,
Cut your trying to snap. Yeah, the motherfucker walking by me with the leaf blower, knowing I'm on the phone. You know what I mean?
Dude, they're notorious for fucking up my phone calls. I can't even tell you how many times.
No, you good, man. You good. You good.
On the goddamn phone, and here comes the leaf blower.
Yeah, you
fucking it up because they're too loud. I mean, I'm loud and they drown me out. What does that tell you?
All right, Country man. Thank you for calling.
Anyway, Coach, that's my call. I wanted to say what's up. Just give you my little quick opinion. Say what's up to everybody in the chat. I hope you guys are all doing good, man. I'll be back in the chat listening.
All right, shout out to Country, man. Salute, fam. Country say, yeah, man, the goddamn leaf blower coming over here. That's what I'm talking about, dog. See, that's what I'm saying. See, every time I'm on the phone, they always come over here with a leaf blower. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this what I don't like. You get what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? The dude who walking by Country with the leaf blower, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, it's Mason from Flint, Michigan. What's going on with you?
Man, Flint, Flint, Michigan, man. Mason, talk to me, brother.
Oh, man, it's all good, man. Check this out, man. I got one thing to lay on you cats, and I'm a split, man. Boots did his motherfucking thing Saturday night.
Yeah.
The boy showed that he got a beard, got a good chin on him. He can take a shot. It looked like Stanionis was hitting him with his best shit. He'll roll them shits a little bit and, continue doing what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
He wasn't affected by that shit. I think that 10-pound IDF rehydration clause, I think that's what really was affecting him his last few fights. I'm no scientist or no motherfucking, psychic or nothing.
Mm. That's
just what I think. Because he didn't have that rehydration clause with this fight because it was a unification match. But yeah, man, the boy looked good, man. He did his thing out there. I know a lot of cats is kind of blaming the inactivity of Stanionis. That ain't got shit to do with Boots. That's on that man.
Yeah, I mean, he over there with the PBC, and I think he over there with PBC and the Cuba. So if they ain't got you fighting, that's on them. But he ain't have but 15 fights anyway, so it is what it is.
Yeah. And he definitely showed a separation in skill level. I like Boots, man. I think the nigga showed amazing footwork in there.
Yeah.
He was pivoting, spinning. Nigga was, showing off his little flashy shit. You can do that.
He was doing the Matrix. He was dancing. He was shooting commercials. He was talking to Jay-Z. He sent Beyonce a text message. I mean, bro, like he did what he wanted to do it now. I'm talking about, boy. I was like, man, he doing. Like, listen, I'm talking about he was taking selfies. Some Stanionis. Man, Stanionis is trash, man. I just listen. I'm keeping that same energy, dog. And he's a quitter. I ain't trying to get none of that. He quit at the end of the day. Boots made him tap out. Karen fought Boots twice. Karen didn't quit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And I think, and this is just my personal opinion, I think when you make a nigga quit on a stool, I think that's worse than a knockout. Cause you done took that man, took that nigga wheel.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. I agree. I agree with that. I might could go for that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, he made you quit, dog. You tapped out.
Yup. Nigga make you quit, nigga, and in front of your bitch and your kids and all of that.
Yeah.
And the nigga say he don't want it. You got 60 seconds in that corner, nigga, and all 60 of them you thinking like, nah, I ain't going back out there. That nigga coming with that shit. The nigga had some fast hands, fast feet, and he beat Stanionis' ass for 6 rounds straight, man. And that's all. That's my call, coach. Shout out to Boots and shout out to them niggas in Philly, and I hope they do make that Brian Norman fight before, it's too late, and we can really see what all the talk is about.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Mason, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, we gotta listen. We gotta give Boots. Got to give Boots his props. You know what I mean? He beat the dude who they were hyping up, Stanionis. And I'm like, I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, dude, I don't see what y'all see. I really don't see it, dog. But let's give everybody a round of applause, man. I got to get rid of the biz house. Yeah, I'm like, man, shit. I'm like, yeah, man. If Boots, what I said on the show, I said, well, if Boots is everything they say he is, I said he should stop this dude. And guess what? I guess he's everything they say he is because he stopped him. I don't want to hear nothing about he ain't had but 15 fights. He wasn't experienced, this and that. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that, man. The man, he tap, he quit. Boots is in there dancing, shang-langing. He was doing the prep, the wop. He was doing the millie rock. He was doing the cabbage patch. This man was doing everything. The man was, man was doing the matrix. The man was rolling his arm like this here. He'll shift to the left. You know what I mean? He'll pivot to the right. He'll shift to the right. The man was doing the cha-cha slide. You know what I mean? Slide to the left and slide to the right. And, cha-cha one time. And, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, this man doing the cha-cha slide. I say, this the dude y'all were talking about? This, Stanionis, he's supposed to been the second coming of Jack Dempsey. He's supposed to been, this was going to be the one. Man, I don't know, man. This Boots first time going to be tested. This going to be Boots' first test against Stanionis. And I'm like, how? Where? That was the test? Yeah, this what he's trying to tell you, boy, Stanionis. I say, man, this that PBC. This that PBC shit again now. I'll tell you what it is. They hyping him up. You know what I mean? This man, look here, man.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Made him, tap. Made him tap. It is what it is, man. He put them paws on him. It is what it is, man. This what Boots did to him. Oh, pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, for the knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at the nigga for the knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want all the smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your back up, nigga. I got your back up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. Hey, they fighting in the rocks and everything. Rocks in the middle of the street. In the middle of the street. See, them the kind of fighters I like. Nigga, I don't care where we fight at. They can be in the middle of the street, be on the side of the road, the rocks. We throwing poles. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I said, I won't smoke like that. That's the smoke I want. Yeah, nigga, listen. Listen, wherever, hold on. All right. Never mind. I was gonna end the show, but nah, I don't have to now. We're gonna rock out, man. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Phone lines open. Good thing I looked at my text message, man.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
Hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all see what that thumbnail say? I want all the smoke. Now, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, it's 2 fights I want to see Boots fight. The man on his left, Vergil Ortiz. Boy, let me tell you something, boy. That fight right there, Lord have mercy. Brian Norman Jr., that's intriguing because, B. Norman Sr. is out telling everybody who would listen that, hey, man, my son to beat this dude, knock him out, do that, A, B, C, and D, right? If he moves up to 154, I want to see this fight right here. Boots and Vergil Ortiz. I really want to see this fight. But I wanted to see that fight when they was at welterweight. When they was at welterweight, I wanted to see that fight. When they was at welterweight. So if Boots decided to move up after his next fight or whatever, that's the fight I want to see. Listen, both of them on the zone. Both of them on the zone. So and they were the same. They were the same company from a network standpoint, bro. Like that's the fight right there. That's the fight right there. And you know what? They probably need to have that fight. They probably need to have that fight in Texas. They probably need to have that fight in Texas. Because let me tell y'all something. Shout out to the Mexican boxing fans. Let me tell you where I'm going to go at with this. I'm at the Red Owl in Houston, Northwest Houston, right? Red Owl Boxing, right? Arena over there, right? It was mostly Mexicans in there. Telling you right now, it was some black, Mexican and black, but it was more Mexican than black, to be honest, to be fair. Daniel Agnew was there, Carmen Serene was there, and stuff like that, right? It was this one, and they had the black, it was like black versus Mexican, Mexican versus black fight card for the most part. You gotta have the Mexican fan base. The Mexican fan base is different from the black fan base. I'm gonna tell you why. What I noticed online, black fan bases online, they like to divide the pie. They'll shit on one black fighter. They'll be pro-black. Well, I don't even say pro-black because these niggas ain't pro-black at all. Ain't nothing pro-black about them. But they'll shit on one black fighter to big up another black fighter. If you listen to these fools online, they think that you're supposed to hate one black fighter or tear down one black fighter for the other black fighter. Well, you can't like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. The black boxing fans online did that. You can't like Jaron Boots Ennis and Brian Norman Jr. You can't like Tank Davis and Devin Haney. You can't like Shakur Stevenson and another Puerto Rican fighter or whatever, right? And this is what I see going on. So when I'm at the Red Owl, right? It was this Mexican fighter, but it was a brother, right? Brother was a slick black fighter. He was a slick black fighter. He was beating the brakes off this dude. He didn't have no footwork. He didn't get knocked out though, because the brother he fought was pillow fisted. So he had no punching power, but he was just the man got dominated for the most part, right? When the fight was over with, one of the judges had scored a draw. How he scored a draw, I have no idea. The Mexican dude that was there, well, that must have been his uncle was one of the judges. But during the fight, he didn't give them, the brother was beating this Mexican dude so bad, he didn't give them nothing to cheer about. But whenever that Mexican fighter landed one good punch, they jumped up in the stands. They just jumped up. Hey, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I mean? They don't tight. Listen. Tighten up, Julio, tighten up. One, tighten up. One got hit 24 times in a row. Every time one landed one punch, they jumped up and screamed. I said, yeah, I'm sitting down in the audience. I was talking who I was talking to. I was talking to Rick Timms. Me and Rick Timms were talking. I said, Rick, he ain't getting him nothing to cheer about. I said, yeah, he ain't getting him nothing to cheer about, boy. Hey, Rick, he ain't getting him nothing to cheer about, boy. But it was quiet in the church box there. You can hear a catfish piss on the water. I'm talking about this man couldn't land nothing. But the Mexican boxing fans, boy, they was riding for him. The black boxing fans don't do that. So what I learned being there, the black boxing fans they kind of show their ignorance sometimes, because what I mean by that is they so stuck on the tribalism. You divide the pie amongst yourselves, while at the same time you don't have to tear down Errol Spence to big up Crawford. And you don't have to tear down Crawford to big up Errol Spence. Why you can't like both black fighters? Y'all started this. When I came on YouTube, that's what I saw. I saw this with these different black YouTube channels. That's what they did. They started riding for promotional companies. Yeah, man, I'm riding with the promotional company. You mean the promotional company that you're not an employee of, you don't get paid from, and they don't even know you exist. But the Mexican boxing fans, they don't listen. We ride with the Mexican. He just Mexican. We don't give a damn, but we ride with him because he Mexican. That's it. That's it. They don't care if he Mexican. We riding with him. True. I'm sitting there. I say, damn, what the fuck they cheering for? He landed one punch, dog. He got hit 24 times in a row. Not 24, 24. He got hit 20. Of course, I'm using hyperbole, but I'm using the hyperbole in order to get my point across. He got hit 24 times in a row. The man landed one shot, he'll land one shot here, and then, he'll land another shot there. Every time he landed a punch, he jumped up. The whole crowd jumped up. Children, Mexican children jumped up. The women jumped up. The men jumped up. They were like, shit, he landed one. And I'm talking to Rick Till. I said, Rick, what they cheering for, man? They do know he get it. They do know he get it there. Well, they do see that, right? The man only landed one punch this round. You get what I'm saying? But they treated it like, and then it dawned on me. I said, oh, I get it. This is why when you fight, you gotta do the brown versus Mexican, the black versus Mexican, because you're depending on that Mexican fan base, because they coming. The Mexican fan base gonna come. They don't care, they don't care, bro. It can be Julio that work at the local taco stand in LA. Julio that work at the local taco stand. And Julio could be fighting. I don't want to use Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a white retired fighter. Julio could be fighting Deontay Wilder. Julio may not stand a snowball chance in hell. Guess what? Boy, they finna ride for Julio. True. They ride for Julio now. They been one nigga motherfucker Julio. I said, dude, you do know that Julio don't stand a snowball chance in hell. Julio ain't got no footwork. He keep his head center line. All Deontay Wilder, all he got do land that right hand. He land that right hand. What they gonna do? You know what I mean? We don't care. They say we don't care. We ride with Julio, but they ride with Julio. Black boxing fans, totally different. Y'all, they shit on every black, there's you know what I'm saying? So once I saw that, and I had to fight these niggas for like 3.5 years. I don't fight them anymore. There's no need. The tribalism is too thick. And then these be the same dudes. They go to holler about racism and this and that and yada yada yada. We got to fight the system and all that stuff there. No, you got to stop fighting amongst yourselves. That's the problem. You stopping yourself, and you're deflecting, blaming it on everyone else instead of one thing I notice about niggas, not black people, niggas. What I notice about niggas, do you know what's a kryptonite to a nigga? Do y'all know what kryptonite is to a nigga? I'm finna tell you right now. Accountability. Niggas hate accountability. If you hold a nigga accountable to some shit when he's wrong or some stuff that he's supposed to do from a responsible standpoint, you would get the biggest pushback. They hate accountability. Julio got the brakes beat off of him. They cheered every time. You know us, man. This nigga trash, dog. Man, nigga getting the brake beat off. He trash, dog. Man, god damn, the nigga don't got knocked out. Man, getting the brake, man. This man trash in the motherfucker. I know he was trash. I know it. But guess what? In Houston, they didn't care that Julio was trash. Bro, you gotta have that's why Floyd Mayweather always he took his uncle style. You know, y'all remember Floyd Mayweather's coming to the ring with the Mexican sombrero on and the Mexican colors and flags and stuff like that. He got that from Roger Mayweather, his uncle. His uncle used to do that. You have to pander to the Mexican fan base because the black fan base is really non-existent. The black fan base is on YouTube. The black fan base is on YouTube for the most part. If you listen to these niggas on YouTube, you would think that they deep. They're not deep. They'll tear down Crawford for Spence. They'll tear down Spence for Crawford. They'll tear down Boots for another fighter. That's all they do. That's all they do. They'll tear each other down online, and then they'll deflect, blame other people, and then go. You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you can never. If a war was to ever break out, you will never win. How you gonna win, sir? Like literally, you know. I'm just calling a spade a spade. I call it the way I see it. It is what it is. I don't give a damn, to be honest. I'm just telling what I see. My observation. I'll call it what's your name. You call it from?
Corey from Texas.
Corey, talk to me.
Yeah, that word accountability is a motherfucker. That's when I start separating myself from a lot of people I grew up with. But I was impressed. It was a good fight call. I had fun. You had me rolling the hardest on the fight call when you was talking about the dude who fought Amari from Orlando. You said he was like an old drug dealer or something. That shit was funny.
You talking about Amari? Yeah, Amari. Oh, you talking about Willie? Yeah, Amari was fighting. He was fighting a dude named Willie Jackson. No, his name was William Jackson. I called him Willie. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was funny. Ray Ford looked good. I wanted to ask you about that part of the card, the fight call. What do you think Ray Ford should fight next? I know he lost.
Oh, he looked good, bro. He looked good.
Fight Nick Ball. He think he should just go another route.
No, but Nick Ball, he moved up. So Ford moved up to Ford is at super featherweight now, if I'm not mistaken. And Nick Ball is still at featherweight. So remember Raymond Ford was having trouble making that weight, and he was advised to just move up. He was advised to move up because it was time for him to get out of that weight. And he stayed one more fight to fight Nick Ball. And I think he lost to like a split decision or something of that sort. So he took a chance, gambled on it, and he lost. So now he looked a lot better, a lot stronger. Now again, he did fight Willie Jackson. So he fought Willie.
You said Matisse or whatever. Yeah, you said he fought.
Willie from Cleveland, Ohio. Hey, Willie.
Yeah, it was Matisse.
Boy, that nigga was trash. Boy, that nigga was trash. Boy, he had me hot. He had me hot, boy, because
Yeah, that was funny because the dude that Amari beat up, he was from Cincinnati, and then the dude that Raymond Ford beat up, he was from Cleveland. He was from Al Haymon hometown, Matisse. Because I already seen Matisse on them Pro Box things back in the day. So yeah, that shit was funny as hell. But yeah, I'm excited because I can't wait to the what's his name, Eubank. So you call it Eubank fight next. But yeah, man, that word accountability with niggas is something else, bro. That's my call, coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, that accountability, boy, that's a hell of a word there, boy. See, this is why I tell y'all, man, we gotta get out of the victim Olympics. A lot of people a lot of these dudes like to participate in the victim Olympics. So I gotta say, I'm gonna wrap the show up, but I gotta say this. You gotta stop participating in the victim Olympics, because another thing, we're not victims. I don't look at myself as a victim. If you this for all you brothers who may be from the conscious background, you from the conscious community or whatever. I was a part of the conscious community. I know with Sinette and all them and NOI and all that stuff there. So I'm very familiar with that. But however, if you call yourself a king, kings don't complain. If you look at the definition of what a king is, a king has rulership and dominion in the land. Kings are conquerors. You can't be a king and a victim to someone that's oppressing you at the same time. That's not possible. If you believe that you are a god, I'm a god. Well, gods are creators. Gods create things. God is the, you are the creator of all creations. Not on that level, but again, there's not a problem that comes about that you can't solve because you're a god. You can't be a king. You can't be a god in one breath, but you're complaining about being victimized by the whims of someone else. That means that you are conceding that someone is ruling over you. It's a defeatist position. Your woman can't respect you when you talk all this in Shango shape shit. You a god, but yet you're complaining that someone is oppressing you and holding you down. How do you expect your woman who you call a queen to respect you when she see her king crying, bitching, and moaning, talking about, yeah, baby, look how they holding her down. Well, you know what, nigga? You ain't the king I thought you was. True. Make it make sense. If you really believe that you are a king or a god, act like it. You judge a man by his works, not by what he says. You judge him by what he does. So if you are that what you say you are, then prove it, show it. Your everyday life, the way you walk around in society, will show everybody that nigga believe that shit. He believe that shit. Yeah, that nigga believe that shit, but I can tell the way he moving. You know, he talking like a god. He moving like a boss. I ain't sitting back talking about, man, look what they doing to me. Ain't nobody doing the motherfucking thing to me. I'm gonna figure it out. True. I don't have that defeatist attitude. I believe I'm the God. I believe I'm the owner, the maker, the cream, and the planet Earth, God of the universe. So if I believe that I'm the owner, the maker, the cream, and the planet Earth, the God of the universe, if I really believe that, guess what? Can't no other man that I look upon as being less than me stop me from doing anything. You know, just want to throw that out there. That has nothing to do with boxing. But I just want to talk about the victimhood mentality that I seen been going on since I've been on YouTube. That, you know, that revolutionary shit sound good to when it's really time to go to war. When it's time to go to war, niggas ain't revolutionaries no more. If you've been a revolutionary online sending me gun emojis, tearing down one black fighter for another black fighter, because he's your favorite fighter, when the fighter who you capping for, he don't like you, nigga. I keep telling y'all that. Listen, I'm telling you, if any of you dudes in the chat, if you ever get around your favorite fighter, whether it's Boots Ennis or whatever, go talk to your favorite fighter with that same vigor that you do in the chat, typing and stuff, yelling and screaming, defending them. I promise you, he gonna look at you like you crazy and walk off. True. Because you have become so emotionally invested in a multimillionaire who don't even know you exist that you're giving off groupie behavior. You a male groupie and don't even realize it. And you're proud of your groupiness. So it takes somebody like me to, you know, to bring it back down to the reality to what it is, because I've been around some of these fighters. Some of them I've been to their houses, homes, talked to them, ate with their families and stuff. And I'm telling you the conversations that have been had at the table. I've been to different places and had dinners with people big wigs in boxing, not Bob Arum and stuff like that, and ate her, not, but I'm saying like the lower tier guys. And I'm telling you, that's how they look at you niggas. You ain't got no shame. Love the sport of boxing, fam. I've been saying that forever. Now you know we got commandments over here. Now I see some of those same YouTube channels that was male group of YouTube channels, they're using my talking points now. But if you've been following me, I've been saying this from day one. We made the commandments in 2021. When some of these same dudes were still male groupers of their favorite promotional companies. I don't like this black fighter because he signed the top rank. And I like these black fighters over here because they signed the PBC. Do you know how dumb that sounds? It sounds stupid. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Niggas divide the pie. Niggas divide the pie, then complain that it ain't enough pie for everybody. Man, it ain't enough pie for all of us. You want to know why? Why? Because you divided the pie, fool. Just be happy for your brothers. They making it. They doing well. That ain't good enough. Anyways. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to D-Hall. D-Hall, thank you, brother. Shout out to D Hall. Sorry about that. Let me go over here. Gotta move my mouse over here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to do it with my left hand. Shout out to Tip Bayless. And shout out to let's give everybody, let's get the super chatters a round of applause. Yeah. Listen, I call it the way I see it, man. I call it the way I see it, bro. I have to. I'm not here to sugarcoat that with these guys. You know what I mean? I gotta call it the way I see it. It is what it is. Again, my channel is not for everybody. I don't care about subscribers like that to the point to where I want everybody. My channel ain't for everybody. I don't want everybody. Because I'm a firm believer in all subscribers ain't good subscribers. You know what I mean? I only want like-minded individuals or people who love the sport. That's all my requirement. Just love the sport. And recognize when you're being biased. It's okay to be biased. Just don't come and act like you're being objective when you're not. You don't have a level of objectivity in your body because you're practicing tribalism in a sport for your favorite fighter that look like you, and you're desecrating on the other guy that look like you. It doesn't make any sense. When I was at that fight with all the Mexican boxing fans there, that really opened my eyes. That really opened my eyes. Like for real though. You know, what thing about niggas? We gotta hate one black and love the other one. Why is that? Nigga mentality. It is what it is. Let's see what we got. Shout out, listen, man. Listen, shout out to NPR. Salute to you, fam, over there. I see you over there. Hold on, my bad. Hold on. Shout out to NPR. Shout out to Julio Guzman. Ruben Allen. Highlight Space. Shout out to It Achieve 801. It Achieve 801. I think that's how to pronounce it. Shout out to Draper Wright. Draper, what's going on, baby boy? Jamal Johnson. Shout out to NPR again. Anthony Carl. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Willie Sumlin. Willie, what's going on, baby boy? Shout out to Dog Man. Legacy Mindset. Iron Kong, salute. Shout out to Jamie from New York. The Nigerian Nightmare. Swat Jones, I ain't seen you since 1962, baby boy. It's good to see you, fam. I hope everything going all right with you and your family. Shout out to Trey Hassan. JC in the building. The Cardenas. Yeah, man. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that game banging, boy. I can promise you, your favorite fighter who you cap for, and the other black fighter that you try to tear down, the fighter you capping for don't give a fuck about you, dog. I can promise you that. Shout out to the Cardenas. Shout out to Tegra. John in the building. New country, what's going on? The lovely Tegra Gigi. Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Jesus say, Coach, can Stanionis regroup his career and make one more run? Yeah, he can regroup it. They just gotta. They know his limitations. He cannot fight no elite fighters. Just fight. Stanionis just need to go back to fighting the type of fighters he was fighting before he ran across Boots. That level of competition that he fought, those 15 fights he had, that's his level. That's where he need to be at. There's nothing special about that boy. Shout out to Keith Bulldogs. D Martinez. Shout out to Legacy Remains. The lovely Miss Black Panther. Let's see. Daniel Agnew, salute, brother. Shout out to WMS. Shout out to Nate the Great. The lovely Miss Connie. Shout out to Tila. Lisa Bell's in the building. I think she's here. Let's see what we have. I said the lovely Miss Black Panther. Shout out to Swat Jones in the building. Schoolo X-Man. Swat say they be using it. Yeah, they finally woke up. It took them long enough though. I've been hammering it home for like 3.5 years since I've been on YouTube. Now they finally woke up. They realized. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. Well, once the BBC fell off, they had no choice. If the PBC was still strong and running like that, like when they had all the hype like they had in the past, and they had all that money, them good white folks money, Al Haymon had like they gave him $500 million. You know what I mean? When they had all that, they was high on the hole. Guess what? It's over with. It's over. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now we got to go back to the sport. How it's supposed to be. Maybe the black boxing fans can learn something from the Mexican boxing fans. I doubt it. I seriously do. I seriously doubt it. But maybe you can learn something from the Mexican boxing fans. Shout out to Mika Lovem. Shout out to my sister Summer November. I doubt it. Maybe you can learn something from them. Shout out to Jason Gathers. Dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Jason say styles make fights. Yeah, I totally agree. Stanionis style was tailor-made for Boots. I've said that all along. He said once Boots fights someone who is I don't know what you're trying to say, who is on his level, I guess you're trying to say, then we'll know. I totally agree with that as well. Once he, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. He's going to need better challenges. I don't think there are no challenges like that at 147. Brian Norman Jr. Could potentially be that one, but we really won't know until they actually fight. You get what I'm saying? Boots has been crowned the chosen one. You know, he's in the position of Errol Spence now. He's the favorite fighter now. He's the one that everybody is riding with. And it is what it is. They're gonna run with it until they can't run with it anymore. And that's just reality of the situation.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Anyway, we gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Haymon.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
It is what it is, man. And shout out to AB, man. We did this for the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
And to all of the lovers out there, this song is dedicated to you.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
Some of these dudes I see in these chats, y'all can relate to this video.
After my God, I respected you. I respect you. After my God. I respect you. After my God. Give him after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before you pass out. Yeah, get him before he pass out. Yeah. Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo,
He needs air. He needs air. Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the kids.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to take a lot to do it. All right, what?
Don't worry about it. I got you, all right?
You know the crazy part about that video? He fell down on his knees and he did it with no shame. Now they had them pretty ass beautiful women behind Floyd. Take the picture before he faints. My nigga. Literally. Some of y'all be doing that digitally online for some of your favorite fighters. I be watching. I think, oh boy, goddamn. How do you explain that?
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter.
by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination, would only circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
You know, I miss the days of, even though I wasn't born then, Willie Pamp, you know what I mean, Ezra Charles, you know, doggone Nicolito Loche, you know, my favorite fighter, you know, of all time, you know, Sugar Ray Robinson, all that stuff there. I miss those days. And Rocky Marciano.
What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit. He beat Joe Louis's ass.
You know what I think we got to do? We got to say a special prayer for some of these male groupies.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
If the Lord can help Gilligan get off the island, the Lord can help some of you niggas get off your knees.
I plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
I learned a famous quote from the late Malik El Shabazz, better known as Malcolm X, from Omaha, Nebraska. Malcolm X, birth name Malcolm Little, became X in prison. And then when he left the NOI, he became Malik El Shabazz from Omaha, Nebraska. I don't know if y'all knew that. It's something I learned from him. He said, if you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, it's the hit dog that hollers. If you holler, you know, it is what it is, man. You ain't got to like it, but you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Shout out to Gilly the Kid and Wallow.
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. But we know Tank can fight anybody. Why is that? For me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen, and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen. When we gonna see it happen?
I'm not sure. I ain't got
that's
nothing to do. That was real shit.
That's some real shit.
I don't know. That's like,
how many times you don't went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
To be honest, I ain't never said.
Well, if we can't unite on one thing, let's unite on these snow bunnies.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of me. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you goose, stepping out, grip out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. Take my snow bunny love. See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of me. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you goose, stepping out, grip out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love. See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of me. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you goose, stepping out, grip out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's
Yeah, you know, it seems like y'all can't unite on anything else, but I know these niggas, they gonna unite on somebody. They gonna do that. Hold on now, wait a minute now. When we was going to war with each other, well, let's stop the war. We see them snow buddies over there. Oh, goddamn, boy. The sun. Oh, nigga, hey, listen, I know you kryptonite now. I know you kryptonite. Anyways, it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You know, I'm just kicking it. Y'all know how I be kicking it. Y'all know how I be kicking it. I be pissing niggas off. Y'all know how I be pissing them off. Anyway, shout out, listen, man. Shout out to Trey Song. Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie. Check it to GG. The Green Eyes P. The lovely Summer in November. Shout out to Mika Lovem. Shout out to Tila. The Duchess of Wisdom. Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom. Nate the Great. Schoolo X-Man. Legacy Defined. Shout out to Legacy. Legacy remains. Salute, fam. Shout out to John. Hey, shout out to Slick Big, Jail Pony Express, JPE. Oh Lord. If you ain't from Florida, it's a Florida thing. You ain't from Florida, you wouldn't know who Jail Pony Express is. Shout out to the Nigerian Nightmare. Who else we have? The lovely Miss Black Panther. G5 from the Bronx. We got Schoolo. We got Jamie from New York. Who else we got, man? We got John. Let's see. Take it to GG. We got Tila, the lovely Tila, North Omaha, stand up. Shout out to Superman. Superman, sorry about that. Keith Bulldog, Cincinnati, stand up. You know, at least we still got Keith. Doggone Agent Bona let us down. At least we still have Keith. Let's see who else we got. Got the Nigerian Nightmare, Schoolo, Mr. Corey Bradley. I'm over here looking at everybody. Shout out to the Cardenas. You know the crazy part about it, my channel is comprised of a lot of people hated my guts. There's a lot of people in chat, they hated my guts, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna, you know, like for real, all jokes aside, they did. Because they came from everywhere. And I came in, I attacked all of the social norms. I attacked the fanboyism. I attacked the male groupieism. I attacked, you know, being fans of a promotional company instead of being fans of the sport of boxing. I attacked that. And a lot of these people, they were stuck there, but eventually I was able to wake them up, and now their eyes are open. They can see when they was blind, but now they can see. They was deaf, but now they can hear. They was dumb, but now they can speak. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and I would like to say that I played a big part in that. Do I have a lot of people that don't like me? Of course they don't. Do I give a damn? Hell to the no. I really don't give a damn. True. Nigga, I go out of my way to piss these niggas off. That's what I do. Shout out to AB about billions, and shout out to all the tenant owners of PYTs and the honey dips. It is what it is. Hey, man, I catch you guys tomorrow, man. Y'all know what time of TI is, man. It's that boy, Coach Malachi, True Media Podcast. You know, we're doing our third thizzle, man. I got a lot of stuff going down, you know, corporate sponsorship and stuff like that. I will keep you guys updated. One thing I will promise y'all, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to stay the same goddamn way. I don't give a damn. I do believe in evolution. I will evolve. I have become a lot nicer. I don't know if you guys noticed. I have been working on my attitude. I've become a lot nicer. I haven't been snapping and going off, you know, like I used to, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. You know, I have been ignoring the gun emojis. I don't get the gun emojis anymore and stuff like that. I be having niggas sneak this in me every now and then, but I'm turning the other cheek. Again, you know, it's kind of hard to go at somebody you already don't destroy. I don't bury you. I don't won the war. We don't have your funeral. We don't went to the wake. You get what I'm saying? We don't have the repast. You know, we ate collard greens and macaroni and chicken after, if you know anything about, if you come to Tampa, right? And let's say you was to, if you meet a dude in Tampa, and he tell you, like, let's say you barking up the wrong tree, and he tell you, all right, now I'm gonna have your people eating collard greens. I'm gonna have your people eating collard greens, macaroni, and chicken. If they tell you we're gonna have your people eating collard greens, macaroni, and chicken, that's what you eat after a funeral. You know, after you buried your loved one, then y'all get together and y'all go eat and have dinner and reminisce about the loved one who you buried. When you have somebody tell you that, all right, now I'm gonna have your people eating collard greens, macaroni, and chicken. Leave that nigga alone. I'll holler at y'all.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.